Hey, teacups, it's your girl Monica. Welcome back to the All About the Tea channel. Joining me tonight are Teacup affiliates, Schoolboy. Hey, Schoolboy.
Hey.
You missed me?
I did miss you. I was like, man, I don't got nothing to do but twinkle my gay toes and drink my wine. I was sad.
Hey, listen, that sounds good. Ain't nothing wrong with that, okay?
I would have shared with you. I had some good old nice Moscato.
Oh, okay. All right. You have the good stuff. Even though I'm more of a Cabernet Sauvignon type of person.
Look at I gotta step my wine game up. Let me find out.
Yeah. I like a little vintage wine, and I like my reds. Also joining us this evening is Teacup affiliate, the Bishop. Hey, Bishop.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good.
Look at that smile. Good. For the ladies. Y'all get y'all this chocolate teddy bear right here.
Appreciate it.
Listen, don't get these ladies started now. It is Friday night. Okay. All right. Let me see. And we got a packed house too. Bishop. Now, I don't know a lot about basketball. I don't really pay attention. I know the Lakers won some sort of playoff. So I know LeBron and them are going. Is Golden State going as well?
I haven't been keeping up with it.
That's all I got.
And I know we lost to them recently. My mom was telling me because her and my dad was watching it.
Okay.
By 3 points.
Oh Lord, yeah. I know how that can be. It's a very sensitive topic. Okay, shout out to all the Lakers fans out there.
Shout out.
Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, people about to go off.
Maybe leave it alone. Very sensitive topic. Also joining us this evening is our favorite auntie, Miss Marcella. Hey, boo.
Teacups. I got the Henny on.
Oh, Lord. You got the Henny. Oh, child.
Y'all get ready for tonight. We missed y'all last night, so y'all hit those likes for me because I'm going to be acting up.
All right, listen. Shout out to Mash. Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate you. Plez won't be joining us this evening. It's her mother's birthday. So her and her family have planned something special for her mom. Shout out to Plez, her family. Mama, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Dipping it and doing it.
So she went home to Mississippi to be with the kinfolk. So shout out to her. We'll miss her this evening. Also, shout out to Miss Kanisha Brown. Hey, boo. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, Monica and panel. I missed y'all last night. Love y'all. We love you too. And I missed y'all so much. I didn't know what to do with myself. But it was storming here so bad, and I was scared the power kept flicking on and off all day. I didn't want to risk it. You know what it's like when you live in the South. T-Ness, thank you for the super chat, my love. Hey, Monica and family. I missed y'all last night. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. All right, y'all. First and foremost, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I need you to hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're already subscribed to the channel, go on and bang that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the piping hot tea that we serve on this channel. Teacups, Lord have mercy. Ooh. You miss a day, you miss a lot, okay? On the agenda tonight, we are talking Porsha and Shamia's dirty plot to steal Falyn's husband. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's whole nation, okay? It's whole season, it's whole nation, and they sticking together. Okay? Also on the agenda tonight is Joe Budden. Okay, he's a thief apparently. Allegedly. Also, we're talking Snoop's daughter's struggles and Mariah Huck update. I got to fill you guys in. I spoke to Mariah and I have an update for you guys. So why don't we do the roll call, check on our folks, see who we got in the building, then we'll dive right into the report.
Roll call, it's a roll call. Tune in and let us know what's up with y'all. We want to hear what you got to say. Teacups, turn them up, what you sipping on the day. Roll call, it's the roll call.
All right. Oh, wait a minute now. Ooh, Lord,
I love that roll call, honey.
Yeah. Look, Marcella, baby, you look good. Okay?
Yeah.
Work that thing, mama. Work it. Shout out to Miss Danstar. Hey, boo, I see you. Freddie Brown. Hey, Freddie. Patricia Clueless. Hey, Patricia. Naj Sings. Michelle. Charlie. Miss Sweetly Blunt. She says, happy birthday, Mama Plez. Yes. Aries, Diva, Cole, World, Shalonda, Tarsha, Irma, Harper, Cherry, Troy Turner, Corey, beautiful Kimmy. Hey, beautiful Kimmy. I love your name. Andrea, Galactic Fairy, Valerie Jean, Naturally Maya, Latasha, Perfectly Imperfect, BX Girl. Shout out to you and all the mods. Hey, boo. Gwendolyn, Colette, Shirley, Verna, Beverly Lattimore, Dawn, Humpty Dance, yes. Rest in peace, Humpty Dance, yes. Oh my gosh. Digital Underground, rest in peace, sir. George Smith, Leslie, Naturally Page, Miss Redhead, shout out to you all the way from Aussie, Australia, Imani. Shout out to everyone joining us tonight and those that are just tuning in. You could be anywhere, but you're here with us and we appreciate you and we love you so much for it. So thank you. DMRM, thank you for the super chat. Hey, missed you guys last night. We ready for the tea? They ready, y'all. Yes. Lenora Seal, thank you for the super chat, my love. I really missed y'all last night as well. I'm feeling like schoolboy. I think she says I'm feeling like schoolboy. Happy or she likes you? Okay. All right now.
You know, I got that international love going on right now. I got it overseas and from coast to coast. Yeah. I'm trying to get flued out.
What?
You trying to go to Dubai?
Let me find out.
No.
Let me find out.
The UK, they really trying to get me over there. I might not come back.
Mr. Fly Kicks, thank you so much for the super chat. He says Marcella's a real one. I know that's right. She really is. She's a G. She holds it down. She says she'll bury the bodies for you. Didn't she say that? Didn't she say that?
And she won't tell nobody.
She ain't gonna tell nobody.
I won't.
All right, y'all. So we got a lot to cover tonight. As you all know, Porsha Williams has gone viral for stealing Falyn's husband and her shotgun engagement. Even Andy Cohen has chimed in on the entanglement. He's calling it wild.
He would know. He's wild.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he would. And he spoke to T.S. Madison. They had an Instagram live together. I have that here, so I'm going to play it for the teacups. Most of Porsha's friends, like I told y'all before, have turned their back on her. They don't want, no, this is a bit too messy, even for Candy. And we all know Candy can go low, okay?
Go low.
Listen, we all know there's no bottom for Candy, but even for Candy, she's clutching her pearls. So you know, you done fucked up, right, Porsha? You know you done fucked up. Miss Pretty Jack, thank you for the super sticker, my love. We appreciate you. Queen Mama Bear in the building. Hey, boo. Oh, we just love us some Queen Mama Bear. Thank you for the super chat. Welcome back. Schoolboy about to be the next Luda. Oh, okay.
How low can she go?
Oh, okay.
No,
Can I be your fantasy?
Yeah,
area codes.
Area codes and yeah, listen.
Can I be a fantasy?
Oh, Lord. Okay. Flued out. Y'all heard it here. Okay. All right. So, yeah, even for Candy, bottom of the barrel, Candy. This is low. She's turned her back on Porsha. But, however, Shamea Morton is sticking by Porsha's side. Kendra Curry, thank you so much for the super chat, my love. We appreciate you. Okay. She says, Charday says, love y'all. Favorite YouTube niece. Oh, thank you. We appreciate you. Fun to be blonde NYC. You're here every night. Shout out to you. Monica is the hardest working avatar on these YouTubian streets. I know that's right. Period. Pooh. All right. So yeah, Shamea is sticking by Porsha's side. Okay. And now new info has emerged that Shamea was the one that hooked up married Simon Gubadia and broke Porsha Williams. Okay. As I said, hoes of a feather will always stick together. They got each other's back. Okay. They on each other. They stuck like white on rice. According to Porsha, the couple had been dating for at least a month, but word on the curb is that they've been together for much longer than that. Also, there's a rumor that Porsha's pregnant, even though she's denying it, but you know, time will tell. Now, let me go ahead and pull up this. So Porsha posted these photos today on her Instagram, you know. She looks great. She looks like a high-class prostitute, and you know, that's her John. They look good together. I'm not gonna lie. Did he have a facial or some Botox or something? He looking kind of.
He got his teeth done this week.
Oh, that's right. That too. He got his
and
teeth
he been working
done.
out.
And he been working out. You know, he trying to be a zaddy. But he can't be a zaddy like me. So just keep trying.
Let me tell you something. That cocaine will preserve you. I've seen some crackheads emerge, and I'm like, damn. They don't age. I don't know what's in that crack, but it preserves them.
It's a difference. It's coke and crack. It's two different things.
Right, that's true. That's true. Yeah, there. He looks happy. Look at that. Oh my gosh, getting all cozy and frisky for the gram.
He like, I'm about to be topped off tonight.
Just like how he liked it with them thick thighs wrapped around his neck, child. So in the comment section under that post, Shamia posted up and mother love is stuck, and her BFF Porsha responded, "Thank you, bestie. Best matchmaker ever. Okay.
Ooh.
Now she know what she's trying to do. She's making sure that Shamia is part of that spinoff, and she can come in and do a few scenes and talk about how she brought these two lonely, broken souls together. Now, do you guys recall in previous videos I told you Shamia was behind this mess? Didn't I tell you? Didn't I say Shamia's husband and Simon likely know each other? They got the Nigerian connection. He's Kenyan, though. Shamia's husband's from Kenya. But listen.
It's all Africa.
It's all Africa. It's one continent, and they're all brothers, and they're all, money is money, okay? Green is green. They talk money. They get together, they talk that Bitcoin, stocks, bonds, all kinds of stuff, okay?
And hoes, apparently.
And they probably know Bando Kivo. Y'all know Kivo, Bandman? They probably know him from YouTube too. He's another hustler. Remember him? Hush Puppy. They probably know his ass too. But the feds got him. The feds got some Hush Puppy. They all Nigerian, they all African, they all talk money, they all talk business. But so Shamia noticed her, you know, broke, lonely hoe friend needed a man. So she brought those two together. And there you have it, folks. There you have it. What are your thoughts, schoolboy? It's a pretty salacious for me.
I mean, I told you it was bird season on Twitter. You know, birds have united. They just out here flocking. It's they out here. They out here. You got to watch out for these birds. You know, you might get shitted on, and that's what's happening. People getting shitted on by these birds. Shamia was members. You know, Shamia was a dancer for the Atlanta Hawks, so she been ran through too probably, and that's why she got that African. I'm just saying, hey, two hoes united. They came together. They put the plan in motion. Do your thing. You know, they both ain't that too smart. So I guess Shamia had to be the brains of that operation. And Porsha, I'm loving all of the photoshopping to the photos. I mean, it's beautifully done. Yeah. The crispness of everything, the constant old photos that are going on your page. Reposts from years ago. I can pay attention. I follow you enough. But you look good. Your man is I don't know what he's looking like. He's still looking like Baby Yoda mixed with a gremlin to me. But get your money, man. But I'm gonna tell you, that's a smart African, and he's still gonna have your ass on a prenup. Good luck.
Oh yeah, if she lasts that long, anyway. Marcella, what are your thoughts on this salacious revelation?
Well, y'all know I'm a loyal friend to the end. If you kill somebody, knock on my door. I'm going to help you bury the body. Porsha, get your bag with Mr. Ed, you know, with the teeth. Look, Shamia, if I got some friends that need their bills paid, I'm going to sure send them to you so they can get some Africans, Guyanans, Kenyans, or whoever got that money. I mean, I'm happy for Porsha. She gonna get a prenup, y'all. But Porsha gonna be that type of wife is gonna let him do whatever he want to do as long as she can stay in Prada, Kristen, Louis Vuitton, and whatever she want to do. They gonna make it, y'all. But how
make it really
for the hoes, honey.
You really think that, Marcella? You think this thing gonna work itself out?
I love Henny and I love Porsha.
Now that's a friend right there. They'll ride or die when your black ass is wrong. Go ahead.
Go. Listen, you can't help but respect the loyalty. 10 toes down. Okay, do or die. Bishop, what are your thoughts on Shamea bringing these two together? He's married, she's broke. I mean, look.
I mean, I feel like this. They're trying to connect Black Americans with Africans overseas. I think it's an American African coalition coming on. Now I'm looking. Now I'm looking at this at a bigger picture. At first, I was like, "This is so dirty, and this is so wrong." And I had an epiphany. I'm like, I'm thinking all this is for a storyline. I think Falynn's behind it too. I think they all trying to get back. She's trying to get out this relationship with this old man. And Porsha, like, I don't mind because I didn't have so many Johnsons that it don't even matter no more. They all look the same. So, I think it's a win-win situation for everybody. However, I would have seen Porsha with Akon being wife number 9. You know what I mean?
Too. Maybe that's coming. Who knows?
That would have made more sense because Porsha likes to have her free time. So I felt like Porsha, you could have got better looks and you could have had your freedom. See, if you'd have got with Akon, and he more of your age range instead of that old man. But that's neither here nor there. But she still has a chance to jump on the train because she's not committed yet.
Right. And that might be next. She may be wife of Akon number 9 or 10, depending on when this whole mess falls apart and blows up. Because it eventually will blow up in her face, right? Mm-hmm. It's just a waiting game. We're just waiting to see what. Oh, I'm sorry, Marcella. Look at Marcella getting off.
I mean, Simon is in love. He is in love. He got somebody that's going to keep his face in the media, making money for his endeavors. I mean, hey. Mm-hmm. And he love her. You see how he be smiling? Y'all see his tonsils when he's smiling.
We rather not, but yeah, we do see it. We rather not see it, but okay. Listen, he got his teeth fixed. He went over to Colombia. He got the $70K job that they do down there. He's getting facials and Botox. He's looking a lot better, Go for it, I guess. I mean, it is what it is. Shout out to Miss Johnson, Mrs. Johnson. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm Liberian American can believe it's a setup. She's laughing. Not wife number 9, child. It probably is a setup. It's a scheme that Todd cooked up. It wouldn't shock me.
We keeping Todd relevant. Todd, you need to cut us a check for keeping me relevant.
Todd said he don't want to be a part of the shenanigans. He said, if you got to do all this, then it's too much. And I'm with him. I'm with him. Yeah. But you know what? If you selling your coochie to the highest bidder and getting you a sponsor, go and do what you do, Porsha. Get your bills paid, baby. I ain't never hate the play. Hate the game.
But let me say this.
Is he mad because Candy can't sell her to the highest bidder? No one wants it. Is that what's going on with Tiny Todd?
I think it might be little man syndrome, Monica. It's little man syndrome.
But didn't Todd want a threesome with her? And it didn't happen.
He couldn't hit it first. That's what it was. It was rape. He couldn't hit it first.
Her.
Yeah, there was
what Todd is doing. Todd is a babysitter. He just cleans up after Candy, trying to open up different endeavors. Come on,
it's the Candy coated click house. It's a mess over there. It really is. It's very sad. It's very sad. Shout out to Lala Rhodes. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, Auntie Marcella. # Team Porsha. Y'all all a bunch of old hoes. Let me stop.
Say it again. Stop. Hoes in the back. Y'all some old hoes.
Let me stop.
Sometimes you just gotta stop loving for love. It's got to be about them dead presidents.
My grandma said that. She said she married 3 times. She said in the last 2 times, it was about the money. She needed somebody to help take care of them damn kids. She said, hell with them, with love.
What you do for love. You tried everything, but you don't give up.
All right now. Ooh. Who's that again? Al Jarreau. That was some Al Jarreau, right? Ooh. Go ahead, Bishop. Ooh. Mm-hmm. All right, Mr. Fly Kicks, thank you again for another super chat. Todd is a Mr. Mom. Well, is that what they're calling it nowadays? Okay.
Yeah, that's
remember the old movie?
Stay at Home.
I remember that. Yeah.
I love that movie.
That was a good one. The old movies, the 80s. I love all the 80 movies and stuff, the classics. Let's see who we have here. Leslie Kennedy, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, please. That man looked like a cross between Uncle Ben and Dracula. Porsha don't want that man. She wants the bag. You think so? Oh, yes, she said that. She said Dracula. Ouch. So Queen Mama Bear, again, thank you for another super chat. We appreciate you. She says Shamia's man is worth $175 million. Is that wealthy? Is that in the wealthy category? Because I just saw a new, I guess you would call it chart, and it laid out the different brackets with wealth. And if you make up to 500, if your net worth is up to 500K, you're poor. It was just, I got to pull it up one day because it was like, wow, it was an eye opener. Between 1 and 2 million, they called you upper middle class. You weren't even like wealthy. So yeah, wow, 175 million. Why the heck she want to be on TV for? She need to mind the business that pay her before she F around and find out. Ooh, child, yeah, girl.
She got a baby. Shamia is in there.
That's why she not
just like him. That baby look just like him. He is in love with his child, so he is not going nowhere. He probably had 5-6 hoes in Africa, but he only can have one American wife.
Well, can't he have more than one wife though? Isn't that like an African thing?
Yeah. They'll give you a choice. I was watching an episode of 90 Day Fiance, and when you get married over there, you have a choice to either have a marriage where it's just you and one partner, or you have marriage where you can have one or more than one wife. Like when you go in front of the council before you even get married, because you have to go in front of 2 people in the council before you do it.
Well, if I was married to an African, he can have other wives. Jeez, give me a break, because I like to go.
Thank you, Marcella. Right? Thank you. Most women say that.
I feel about that, but I'm with you. I'm at the point in the game, I guess. I've been married 18 years.
This cat purr, and you go on over there and get a tiger.
Ooh. Stacy Nelson, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, and shout out to you and all the teacups. Lala Rose, again, thank you so much, my love. Dita Forever. I pronounced your name right. Thank you for the super chat. She says, Porsha looks like Simon's nurse's aide. A sexy one at that, yeah.
Nurse.
She gonna be nursing that wallet.
Is she the CNA that bring the Jello for the people with no teeth?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Make sure you unbutton them 2 buttons.
Mary Amma Bob, thank you for the super chat. Porsha had already met Simon. So how it was Shamia that set them up? Porsha is just an actress and a liar. Well, listen, they all could be in on it, and we really don't know the timeline per se, right? Maybe they all went to his club one night and Shamia knew him via her husband and introduced the 2 again, so we really don't know. Joss, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, hit that like button, family. Yes, please go on and hit that like button. Jules JG, thank you for the super chat. Bird season in full flight for 2021. Tweet, chirp, chirp. It's a mess. Jolene Alexander, thank you for the super chat. Freaking frack, miss y'all. All of y'all yesterday. Thank you. We appreciate that. Kaz, thank you for the super chat. Of course, Shamia put her on. She explained that luxury life to her. Yeah. California cutie, my love. Hey, Monica, my favorite panel in the game, watching with my sister. She is etching for the first time. Love y'all. Now spill that tea. All right. Let me go ahead and play this little IG interview with T.S. Madison. She was interviewing, I guess, Andy Cohen, and check out his facial expressions, his mannerisms, etc. I'm gonna go ahead and play that.
Being in love, you know.
So you love somebody after 30 days?
Well, I mean, you know, she gets carried away by a moment, T.S.
Okay, so the moment is you fall in love after 30 days, and you know, you slide us in there, you introduce us to watching public to Falynn, and then you end up with her husband. Good story.
Listen, I don't know. I just report the news here.
That's all you do?
Live. I don't know. I don't know. I'm finding out when everyone else is.
You sure that's not something that you done cooked up, Andy?
No. Oh no, I do not. I don't cook up love affairs for people.
So this is my question: would you? What if it had happened to you? Would you be angry?
Here's the issue. We don't actually know any of the specifics of this situation. So we cannot judge. We just don't know. We do not know. So we just have to let all the facts roll out, the real T.S. Madison.
So are we going to do this on the reunion, or are we going to do this? So when are we going to do this?
We are going to do it. Okay. We're going to do it. We just you know what? We're only going to go as far as we can see. Okay.
Well, I mean, I've seen her on Dish Nation, and she was saying how much she loves her. She's really happily in love. She loves her husband, her boyfriend. But how can you do that in 30 days, Porsha?
Listen, well, these are the questions we're going to be asking.
Well, will you allow me to ask those questions? Will you allow me to call in to ask those questions?
I will allow you. I will be submissive to you.
Please do. You know.
All right, that was just a little snippet. Schoolboy, what are your thoughts on that little clip? I enjoyed it. T.S. Madison is natural.
I watched the whole thing. I want T.S. Madison to host a damn reunion and ask this heifer all the questions, because Andy gonna play with it. I want T.S. to host the reunion so she can ask all the poignant questions that we want to know. Because heifer, we know you're lying about the timeline. You lying just like Phaedra was lying about how she got knocked up by Apollo. We know somebody lying, and they was dipping and doing. Porsha might have been giving a little hand jobs on the side. We trying to figure out when did it come together? Because the lies is just coming out. I'm just saying, let T.S. Madison host. I think we need Andy to go and step away from this. Let her host it. Let her ask all the questions. Because I seen that. I know she thought, I don't know. I don't cook up stories. Use a damn lie, Andy Cohen.
He know all the details. He knew before Porsha went on IG and dropped the bombshell post on Mother's Day. Trust me, Andy Cohen knew beforehand, because there's one thing Andy Cohen don't do, and that's a surprise. When Kenya Moore ran off and got married and all that bullshit, that's why she got fired. So trust me, Porsha plays the game from sunup to sundown. She knows how this game is played. She will not, and she's very calculated. She's not going to make any announcements or do any kind of wild and crazy decisions without Andy Cohen and Bravo's approval. So he knows all the details, but he also has to play the game, and he has to be politically correct and don't give away too much. Marcella, what are your thoughts? I love T.S. Madison. I think
T.S. Madison is a good person to pry, but Andy will not get caught out there giving all the answers. And I have to be standard corrected, because a Kenyan came to me and said Shamia's husband is only married to her, and no one else. I applaud that because I can tell she really loves and most off respects her husband. She want to get wild, but he'll pull her back a little bit. But T.S. Madison, you can't get Andy. Andy is the chick in the back of the room that's staring at everything. You would not get Andy. And Andy knew all about this because Porsha sat down with him and said, listen, I got a way to turn the housewives around. I'm with this guy. You're not going to believe who he is. It's Falyn's husband. And Andy was like, pass me a drink. Tell me, Porsha.
Channel members, I dropped the link to the backstage on the community tab. Go on and grab that. Moni Love says the lies. Girl, yes. I mean, come on now. We were born at night, but not last night. Okay. Seriously. Bishop, what are your thoughts on I thought T.S. Madison was very she made me smile, you know.
She gonna pull the truth out of you. Whether you a man pretending to be straight, she'll pull it out of you. If you're a DL, she will. Yeah, I would love for T.S. Madison to do the reunion. You know what I mean? Because Andy, I'm sorry, you're a little dry, sir.
And biased.
And you're not, and you're biased, and you're not in tune with the Black culture.
He's not. His microaggression at that RHOP reunion was disgusting. Yeah.
And we can tell that you're not really engaged with the Black culture either. But I would like to know this though: where are the sexy, rich African women, preferably young,
taken?
A lot
of them. They married so young.
Well, if you see this,
get snatched up real fast.
If you see All About Tea, you know.
Bishop.
And if you can't get Bishop on the line, call me too. You can hit the business line. It's in the bio.
Mr. Davis. I got Mr. Davis, y'all.
Vernell Taylor, thank you so much for the super sticker. We appreciate you. Mrs. Johnson, again, thank you for the super chat. I'm here for T.S. Madison because Andy be faking like turkey bacon like. Right? He doesn't hold them to the truth or accountable. Yeah, he played too many games with his favorites too. Too biased, you know. Rosie Gurley, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you.
Bishop. Billy, African lady says she African, but she not rich yet, and she licking her tongue. So if you try it now,
all right now. Wow. Don't start nothing you can't finish.
That's what I be telling them on my Instagram lives, Bishop, but they still be coming. Somebody trying to get pregnant by me. I'll knock you up.
Oh Lord. Chanda. Thank you for the super chat. Andy has ran his course. Indeed. Yeah. Comment in the chat. Do you think Andy has ran his course? Are we just so over him and his BS and fakeness, and especially the Black shows? You know, maybe he can handle them white. But the Black shows, he's not in tune. He's so far off base, and you feel it. It's cringeworthy watching him sometimes. Mrs. Alexander J, thank you for the super chat. She says, remember when Shamia admitted to being the connect when she said how Phaedra wanted to get with a rich African during Phaedra's last reunion, right? Yeah, she did say that Phaedra was hitting her up to hook her up with a rich African. Let me find out Shamia is the connect, like Bishop said. The African and African American connect, okay?
If she is, hey Shamia.
The African whisperer.
she the connect for real.
Oh my gosh.
Bye, Andy. We don't want you.
Perfectly Imperfect BX girl, thank you for the super chat. This is not motherly behavior or values to set for your children. No, it's not. It's not. I mean, what goes around comes around too. Karma gonna get all their asses too. Shamia, all of them. I mean, to do this, why would you do something like that? That man is still married. Marriage means you're still together and there's a possibility of working things out. And in that case, too, in that particular relationship, that was exactly the situation. Sean Mack, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate you. Lulu M, thank you for the super chat. Simon looks like Thomas the Train. Shamia and Porsha have had sex because there is no way you can have such blind loyalty. I heard all of them. Candy, Todd, Shamia, the threesomes, allegedly. Yeah, that's where that rumor came from. Yeah. I reported on my blog years ago. I think it was 2015 or 2014 when I reported on my blog. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait, what?
Threesome, Shamia, Candy, Todd, allegedly. Mm-hmm.
So Phaedra was right when she was.
Yeah.
Ooh,
okay.
She know everything.
She do. Allegedly. Okay.
Ooh, allegedly.
I'm licking the cat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Candy seemed aggressive, so she doing the licking.
Well, if that did happen, allegedly, Todd was over there in the corner looking because he can't hit nobody's bottom.
Oh Lord, y'all.
Marcella is so mean.
Y'all a mess. Y'all really
little feet, little hands, big head.
Oh Lord, Marcella, you on a roll tonight, child. You on a roll tonight. Shara Robinson. Thank you so much for the super chat. Andy was happy as hell when that selfie dropped. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Stacy Nelson, thank you so much for the super chat. All right, so we're going to move on to Joe Budden, Rory and Mal, and their drama over there in the podcast world. These folks right here. All right. Ugh, this is a mess. So Joe Budden in the middle, we all know him, right? Mm-hmm. He's a former rap artist, for those that don't know, who reps New Jersey, but he's actually was born in Harlem. Because I know if I say he's from New Jersey, people are going to say, no, he's not. He was born in Spanish Harlem. Yeah, but he reps New Jersey. Y'all know that.
116th Street.
What's that part of Jersey that he's reps? It's really poor over there. I have some family over there. It's like Newark is poor, but no, I think what's her face? Teresa's from there. Teresa Giudice. But she's not from that part of the town. What is it called? Begins with a P, I believe. Oh, shoot.
Oh, I forgot.
Not Palisades ain't poor. What's that part? Y'all gonna tell me in the chat. Let me go look. Because I know you guys know.
Patterson.
Yes, Patterson. You just wrote that section that he's from, that he was repping was is scary. Worse than the Bronx back in the 80s. In the crack era. Like bad. Rural bad.
That's why he's so disrespectful.
But he's a punk. He has a lot of issues, low self-esteem, drug addict. And no offense to any drug addicts or former drug addicts. I know it's a struggle. I know it's a psychological issue. And I have a lot of compassion for drug addicts because they go through a lot. And when you're born sometimes with that addict gene too, it's very, very difficult to, fight off those demons. It really, really is. But he just gets on my nerves. I never liked that punk. I really, Anyway.
Well, tell us how you feel, Monica.
He just always got him. And Wendy Williams told Aquatics is kept. Wendy Williams really exposed the real Joe Budden back in the radio days with his down low self. But anyway, I'm going to keep it pushing.
Wait.
Yeah, y'all didn't know. Yeah.
Yes.
That makes sense now.
Allegedly.
Well, yeah, any man that puts his hands on a woman is on the down low.
But that's not necessarily true.
I believe that 110%.
I believe it's a large percent, but I don't.
Of course, not all. Not all.
But that makes sense because he can't connect with no woman.
Yeah.
And it's always in the tumultuous.
I heard he give head till he dead, honey.
Oh, Lord, here we go. JC is not poor. Have you seen what's JC? I said Patterson. Somebody in the chat said Jersey City. Yeah, I mean, some parts of Jersey City is poor, but I didn't mention that. I don't know who mentioned that, but Jersey City is nice. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Monica, did you hear Nick Cannon is having another baby on the way, which will make his 7th child? I hear he has a different baby mothers other than Mariah. Yeah, they're all different. Shout out to.
But he will always love Mariah,
and he better have Mariah money on time. That's all I can say.
I don't think she has him up on the child support because he's come on. You think he does? She does. She's super rich.
Mariah is a real bitch.
She's super rich. They have, as a matter of fact, I was told that she kind of wanted him back. He got that thing. Look at how skinny he is. He got that thing. He's constantly working out. I'm pretty sure he's a beast. Okay.
She wanted him back, but he couldn't handle that. Them crazy mood swings.
Yeah, she's the bipolar.
They wanted each other.
The bipolar was. They're after me. They're after me. Did y'all remember that years ago when she was on live TV doing an interview? She's like, they're after me. They're after me. Poor thing. Yeah,
I believed her.
Yeah.
Tommy
Montola and his people probably was after her.
Tommy,
She need a real man. She need a real man in her life. Nick Cannon corny as shit to me. But go ahead.
No, they were really in love.
But he got something in his pants, though. I mean, all these women want it badly. They're proudly having babies for him, doing various babies. They all know about each other. They don't care.
Yeah,
I mean, right now, aren't there 3 women pregnant for him at the same time? Right this moment, he went from baby shower to baby shower to baby shower. They don't care.
They all get along when he got a big Johnson.
That's right. When he's big, he knows how to work it. When everybody's happy and got a smile on their face and they're accepting it.
Oh, I forgot. You know what? This generation don't have a moral compass. All they want to do is be a baby mama. Oh, sorry.
Technically, we're not allowed to have multiple marriages. Now, if it was like what they do in different countries, he would probably marry all of them.
Right.
But we don't have that here.
Well, he said he don't believe in monogamy, so.
Oh, okay. Well, more power to him and his Johnson. Okay. Tawana to Inspire TV, my love. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hello, panel. I'm at work, but loving the tea tonight. Hit that like button, teacups. Thank you, my love. And Tawana to Inspire again. Marcella, you look beautiful. Schoolboy, stop cutting up on Instagram. Bishop, I'm loving your channel. Monica, you know it's love. I do. Thank you, my love. And your beautiful photo. I love it. Very, very pretty. So, Joe Budden. So after his rap career failed, right? We all know that. He used his popularity to get a lot of hosting gigs, and he got a podcast deal. I never listened to his podcast. I know it's very popular. I'm just not into Joe Budden or podcast that much. His podcast is known as the Joe Budden Podcast. It became very popular. And over time, he amassed big endorsements deals. He started with co-host Rory and Mal. Mal? Is that how you say? Rory and Mal. Yeah. But they've been beefing lately because Joe fired them on air. Apparently, there was a live show and he fired them. And then they came out and gave their response. And according to them, Joe Budden is a thief. Okay, he's been stealing from them. They had agreed to split profits from the endorsement, all the endorsement deals. If you have a contract, it's in writing. And instead of doing that, Joe Budden has been fooling around, dipping and doing it, hiding shit, stealing from these folks. So, but there's always 2 sides to every story. I have the videos. I'm going to share my screen. Give me a second while I pull them up for you. You can see Joe Budden, Mr. Insecure Pants, fire them live. I mean, who does that, right?
And they weren't even there. That's the crazy part.
Insecure people that beat on women are always bullies. I'm telling you.
Punk. That's why
they're bullies. And you ever seen a bully and a victim in one? You ever seen that? Like a real man step to him, he gonna hide and cover and apologize and whimper and I am so sorry. But when it's a woman, he's like Funkmaster Flex. He's another one. When it's a woman, he all up in their face, ready to fight. But if it's a man, it's like, bro, let me give you a hug. Let's hug it out.
Not Nicki Minaj though.
You can add Charlamagne the God to that too, because he a punk too.
Who
Charlamagne the God? You can add him to that. He a punk too.
Well, he's
Charlamagne the God. I don't like him.
He's known for grapes. You take the G off.
Ooh, okay. Pat Bird, thank you so much for the super chat, my love. Hello. Missed you guys last night. Love you guys. We love you as well. All right, let me go ahead and pull this up, child, because this is a mess. It really, really, really is a mess. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, Give me a second. Let me share my screen so we can see what's going on here. This arrogant fool child. Listen.
See, it got you fool la line. All this
arrogance. Huh? Yeah.
All this arrogance got you fool la line.
Here we go. Let me make this screen bigger.
He still feels like he has choices and options. He feels like he's entitled to more. Rory, you are in breach of your contract, and from this point forward, you are fired, and you're not welcome back. Does anybody in here have a problem that I'm the person that has to say that? No. Mal, I'm the person that has to say that. The gall of you to think that you are observing the way that I am, to think that I have to come to you about a problem I have with another man. We have things sorely mistaken around here. That's not ego and arrogance. It's realism. He still feels like he has choices and options. He feels like he's entitled.
So that was what he had to say. Give me your commentary, schoolboy, on how he fired them and they weren't even there. It's like, dude, are you for real? Psycho. Yeah.
First of all, the goddamn broadcast was dry without Mal and Rory anyway. They made the damn podcast. So how you gonna fire people that made the damn podcast? We didn't even know where you was because you were so damn washed up. We don't even know where you were, sir. You see, you another one. You like Charles Barkley of the NBA. You're bitter. You're mad because your career went nowhere. You're trash, sir. You're absolute trash. Your music is trash. You're bitter and you're upset. You know, and I need you to get over yourself because you're acting like a bitter Betty. You're acting like I'm not gonna say it. You're acting like a Mitch, okay? And it's ridiculous. I need you to pull your big girl pants up, get over yourself, because we don't care, Joe Budden. And at the end of the day, if you were supposed to split that money 50-50 with those men, they should have gotten paid. But see, you grimy, you want to make it all about you. You one of those people that it got to be about Joe Budden. And how you gonna critique somebody's music when we ain't heard a hit from you since when? When was the last album you've had? When's the last time you charted, sir? You haven't charted since we don't even know when you've charted, because that's how long you have not been on the Billboard. I need you to shut up and have several seats and sit down, because you're a punk. You're a punk. And it shows.
Uh-huh.
Your slip is showing, in the words of Mariah Huck. Lift it up.
Damn. All right. Well, tell us how you really feel. Marcella, your thoughts on this whole Joe Budden, Rory and Mal situation? You're on mute. You've muted yourself.
He needs to go back to Harlem Hospital and get in on the 5th floor. That's the mental ward, because he's arrogant, little D syndrome, firing somebody when they're not there. And he did it publicly because he did it on the podcast so everybody can hear. He's probably back on White Girl, which is the white powder. And he's slipping. He needs the straight jacket. He is trash to women, and he ain't loyal to his damn self.
True. Indeed. Right. He's just a fraud, a liar, and he's not mentally well. He's not. What are your thoughts, Bishops? I know you got a lot of thoughts on this. This is your wheelhouse. Let it go.
Well, just like his career is pump it up. I mean, it's super inflated. I mean, I really felt bad for him, but again, if you're a self-saboteur, and like some of my subscribers let me know that he's self-proclaimed, he said he'd been on somebody's couch and they had deemed him to be psychopathic and what was the other one? Narcissistic. And he admitted that. And I'm like, psychopathic? And the women still wanted to be with him? They crazy. Something wrong with them. Now, if that's to be true, and that's all allegedly, that's what they said. He said himself. I don't watch his show, so I wouldn't know. But Love and Hip Hop revived him because him and Tahiri was doing them stay-at-home videos. And I guess Mona Scott Young like, hey, let's give him a chance. And we seen on live TV where how he used to dog her out, and she was a demon too. But with that being said, they were a perfect crazy match that should have stayed together and kept the other people out of their circulation and let them two padded room pals stay together. But however, they've been allowed to be let out on the streets, and now we got to deal with it. And let's be honest, Joe Budden, your personality is just as exciting as a camel. You are not, there's nothing going on. You need help on your shows. See, this is what I don't get about these people. They think just because they were on TV, they had little hits, and they think all this other stuff, but don't even know that the people behind them actually got them to where they're going. Like the production, the supporting cast. Like people forget and they think I'm the star of the show, and they turn to a whole diva. And it's like, now we're gonna see how you can float by yourself. Because just as pathetic he looked, lying to them folks on that podcast because they couldn't see what was going on. You firing invisible folks. Like how crazy can that be?
That's real narcissism right there. I
mean, he was on a couples program too on VH1. Y'all remember that? He was up there with Tahiri, and he dogged her out in front of everybody, and they were scared of him. Everybody, because he was unstable in the house. People were scared for her, scared for him. He was marching all out, like he was beamed up, Scotty. I was like,
please, trust me, you just gotta bark at him just flex at him real hard. Trust me, he'll back up. I can do that on him, and he'll back up. He is like, to me, when I see him, I see punk, like written all over him, his face, everywhere. He just really disgusts me as a man. I'm just turned.
You see, he loves Puerto Ricans. He need to get one of them crazy Puerto Ricans that will hit him with the rice pot.
Oh, Lord.
Pot we cook in, the rice pot.
That was Tahiri. They always used to go back and forth like that.
Yeah, but she claims that he dragged her down the stairs and beat her, gave her black eyes, really abused her. I believe it. I mean, at the end of the day, he is a man, so his strength's a little bit stronger than hers.
And she got strength of a demon. I think it was domestic abuse. You know how some people meet their match and they love that tumultuous stuff because they was together for 5 years. So could 8? Oh, that's even
paying
longer.
The bills on her when they lived out in New Jersey. He stopped paying the bills, y'all. They had no food.
He fell on hard times, You know how it is with these failed rappers and one hit. I wouldn't say a one hit wonder. I would say a one album wonder. Right? He had his little time, I guess.
An album? That's kind of pushing.
Yeah, he had a few hits. He just never appealed to me.
Album. That's prehistoric.
Yeah. Perfectly Imperfect BX Girl. Thank you for the super chat. Shout out to Monica and the panel, real ones. I know that's right. Thank you. We appreciate and love you. Thank you. Kiana Wallace, thank you for this very generous super chat. She says Joy, not Joe, but Joy Budden needs to have several seats in the back of the church at the funeral for his rap career. What grown man acts that way? I'll wait. Not really. I have the answer. None. He's acting like someone's teenage daughter. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. Pat Bird says Joe Budden was having a breakdown. Thank you for the super chat. Miss K, thank you for the super chat. Schoolboy be going ham. Joe is a bad human. Yeah, he definitely is. Yes, tell it, Schoolboy. That's another one from Pat Bird. Yeah, you did go. You went off. Okay.
Yeah.
And not OFFAWF off. Okay.
Went off.
Valerie Jean Lewis, thank you for the super chat. She says the Haitian community loves the teacups. Aw, keep doing y'all thing. Ça passe to you and the Haitian community. Montpellier, we love y'all. Okay, we love
Merci
you guys.
beaucoup.
We love you. Okay, Just Jules G says Mr. Cannon spreading it wide open all over California. Joe Budden think her on Jay-Z and her think she deserves Beyonce level. Okay, Elaine Chin, thank you so much for the super chat. All right, let me play Rory and Mal's response. Let me share my screen, and then we'll keep this thing moving. All right. Okay. Can y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Give me a second here. Change do some sound settings so you can actually hear it. All right.
We're going to get to the truth. And let's try to get to it quick, because I do want this to be straight to the point. The truth is simple. The truth is quick, man. The truth isn't long-winded. It's not boisterous. It's not loud. It's not to degrade people. It's not to manipulate people. This isn't a smear to make yourself look better. No, man. It's not. Just tell what happened. Yeah. Like I said, my karma is beautiful. My aura is beautiful, man. I'm just here to just let the people know the truth. And only because there has been so many people over the past, going on the 7th year of our podcast, that have been there and supported, bought fucking tickets, bought subscriptions, and just downloaded. We're extremely grateful for that. Fucking bootlegged it. I'm appreciated for it. Like, absolutely. People have just always came out for us, and I understand when people do things twice a week for however many years, you become part of their lives, and they want answers. And in some cases, I can't tell you everything just because it is personal and legal things to some degree, but there should be some actual transparency. Oh no, we're gonna get into some personal shit, or some other. Well, we're gonna get into some personal shit. Like I'm only doing this once. I'm not one of these guys. Oh no, I want this to be the end of it. This is I'm only doing this once. On a press run. This isn't. I'm not here to smear nobody. I'm not here for that. This is just the truth. This is just not my truth, the truth. I think it's important because motherfuckers like to say, oh, my truth. No. This is the truth. This is what happened, what didn't happen. And, again, I thought we owed it to the fans and the supporters. So here we are. Yeah, and I had a lengthy list. Yeah, your list was kind of crazy. It gave me anxiety. It was lengthy. It gave me anxiety. To be quite honest, I had to chop it down just because when you watch things and you react, I didn't want to say, because emotionally gets a bad rap for the word it is, but I will say emotionally, react emotionally to certain things, which is fine. So I was sitting there writing 1,000 different notes on every last thing I disagreed with. That's a lie. That never fucking happened. How could you even think that's your perspective on this and that? Right. I was like, that it doesn't matter. Right. It doesn't matter. Not to say I got over shit or anything like that, but I wanted to get straight to the point on what shit actually was. Yeah. The only petty moment I will have, as far as like just actual truths, would be the start of the podcast, which I think is the best way to start this entire thing. Okay, so go ahead. This is where you take the floor. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna, It's gonna be quick, and then we can get to right when you can. Got you. Start of the podcast happened. According to Joe and everyone else over there, even though this is easily Googleable, if that's a word. It's a word today. Within 30 seconds. I just popped up on the podcast on episode 20. Right. The original SoundCloud, episode number 1, and our SoundCloud is under my email. I set that entire page up on episode 1. My mans did the artwork. In retrospect, not the greatest. Right. Set up all the artwork, did all the uploads, did everything. And again, I'm not saying this is a big foot. Like anyone can set up a fucking SoundCloud page. Right. I'm not looking for credit on that type of behalf. But to say I popped up on episode 20 is a little weird. Super weird. And then to say I wasn't even on your brain, period, when it came to, what I want to do with this podcast. So you sat me down on episode 5 and said, hey, can you come on this podcast, please? I need someone else to talk to. Can't just do the sex thing every time. I got to talk to someone else. Bet. Episode 6, here I am. But let's fast forward. You came. What's your perspective of that? Joe said he had no idea in the world where you were. I came back to New York. A former friend of mine had signed with the Knicks, and we were out in Detroit together. And so I was back in the city, and Joe, he hit me and was like, "Yo, I want you to come by the pod and kick it." I was like, "Okay, cool. Like I'll swing through." And came through. We had fun time, good conversation, laughs, jokes. It was kind of like catching up. I hadn't seen him in a while. So it was like catching up, and the energy was dope. I remember when he called you in his kitchen. I won't say the town, but
I'm not going to play the whole thing. I mean, we get the point. Joe Budden, he's a thief. He's a thief. He stole from them, and then he tried to play it off as if they weren't part of his team. They weren't part of his podcast. They have a contract. It's in writing What are your thoughts on Joe Budden being a thief? Whose side are you on? Comment in the chat. Are you on Joe's side or are you on Rory and Mal's side? What are your thoughts, schoolboy?
Bad contracting is bad contracting. You got to watch people. And even if you really cool with them, still watch the contracts.
Yeah.
I think it's foul, but of course, Joe Budden is never going to admit any wrong. He's like that. And then when he does, it's a half-ass sorry. So, at the end of the day, I remember when he tried to say he wasn't making nothing off Spotify and all this other ish. Joe Budden stole them people money. Okay, period, point blank, the end. And I don't need to look at the contract to know, because he just looked like he steal. Okay, he just looked like he steal. Okay, you don't even just look at him. He looked like a thief. He looked like he ain't even on the up and up. He's trash. As I said before, he is the chitlin juice. He is the toe jam between your toes. He is the sweaty juice between your feet after you sweat when you run on the treadmill. Just throw the whole man away. He's garbage. And he owes them people, he owes Mal and Rory their money. I've listened to the podcast, and I'm sorry, sir. You have no personality. Without them, you have no show. I don't know who the hell is tuning in watching, but good luck to you. Tune into All About Tea, though. This is what you need to tune into. Don't
this is the podcast you need to be tuning into. Shoot, give us the big deals. We'll split it. We'll do the right thing now. I'm gonna do right by my people. If we get a podcast deal, I'm declaring it right here. So it's being witnessed by over 3,000 people. Okay, I will split the money because it's a big deal, and we all have to sign contracts. It's not just me signing a contract. I don't know. These companies are also at fault too, because you're buying a package. You're not just buying the Joe Budden. They want it to be cheap, and he wanted to be cheap too. But it all comes back to bite you in the ass. God don't like ugly. Marcella, what are your thoughts?
He a thief, a liar, and Rory and Mal need to take it to the street. Need to hunt him down and take it to the street, because I would take it to the street with him and then have him in the courtroom. But once they get him in the courtroom, he ain't gonna have nothing. He looked dirty. He looked like he don't brush his teeth. He looked desperate. Boy's on hard times because that booger sugar is weighing him down. Yeah, he is just too revved up, and he needs to get knocked down in the streets and let him know where he come from. Harlem. Pay up. Pay these boys, because without them, he wouldn't have had nothing. He dirty dick dog.
Yeah, Bishop, what are your thoughts?
I believe.
Whose side are you on?
I'm on Rory, and I'll never be on the side. No crackhead. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say it like that. I'm sorry. I have family members that were on the stuff, allegedly. No, I can't believe them. I just, I believe them, but however, I do believe that they were riding off his fame though, from Love and Hip Hop. And I do believe that they did get kind of caught up, because that's where the audience were coming from. They were coming from Love and Hip Hop because they seen him on the show, and that's where the traffic was coming to the show from. So even though he was bringing in the traffic and people was liking him because he had a ensemble, not just him, because I'm sorry, even on Love and Hip Hop, if he's by himself, he's boring. Right. I mean, let's be honest. Yeah. Right. All he's doing is crying in them scenes about him needing to go to rehab. So it's just like, I believe them, but like what Scuba said, people need to get their paperwork together. Right. I don't care how much good of friends we are. I don't care how much family we is. Let's get the paperwork together. That way we're gonna be fighting later. That's how I feel. I don't want to be fighting people over no money. Right.
I would hope they have their paperwork together. All right, moving on in this Joe Budden saga. Okay, it pains me to even have to talk about this man. But anyway, another lady that was part of his team, I don't know if she was on the show. Her name was DJ Olivia Dope. She accused him of sexual harassment in an Instagram video. She said that he made very inappropriate statements to her. I think he said he wanted to F her on air or something like that. But anyway, he apologized. He accepts his part in it, in the wrongdoing, and he issued a lengthy apology. Let's just touch on it really fast, because I'm so tired of talking about these folks. I really am. They bore me. I'm just doing this for Bishop because Bishop said we should talk about it. What are your thoughts about Olivia Dope saying he wanted to F me and he was inappropriate? And Joe Budden saying, yes, I did do those things and I'm sorry. That's the way you shut somebody down. That's her right there on the right. Pretty lady.
He just didn't want no damn lawsuit. That's all. He just said, I'm sorry. It was a haphazard ass apology. Once again, Joe Budden is trash. I mean, I really don't have nothing to say. We giving him a little bit too much damn airtime tonight. Can we move on? Because I'm sorry.
Yes. Marcella, do you have any comments on Joe Budden and this situation and Olivia Dope? And he did the right thing. You shut it down by saying, I'm sorry, I did it. I apologize. Let's move on.
Trash. And she needs to get involved in the lawsuit and sue him for sexual harassment.
Yeah. Bishop, do you want to chime in and give your little 2 cents on this Olivia Dope versus Joe Budden situation?
She was stupid. He was stupid. Yeah.
She's beautiful, though. I'll give her
very
that.
Beautiful.
All right. Well, moving right along, let's get into a very sad story. Corey Broadus, Snoop Dogg's daughter. Okay, there she is right there. She's a beautiful young lady. Beautiful. Well, she suffers from depression and bipolar, and she recently tried to take her life. Yeah, there she is right there. And on Saturday, she's 2021. She's so young. Oh my gosh. She revealed in an Instagram caption that in the last few weeks, her mental health has not been so great. At one point, she said she tried to end her life. She went on to share that her boyfriend, Wayne, and her family really gave her a purpose to live and helped her realize life is much more than materialistic things. You got to just keep pushing through the bullshit she posted. Oh, goodness gracious. What are your thoughts? I can play that video here, but Schoolboy, what are your thoughts? Comment in the chat. What are your thoughts?
And no shade, I follow Snoop and I follow his wife Shantae, and I just don't like the way they treat her as parents. I feel like they give them boys a lot of accolades. They don't give her enough unconditional love and praise the way that I feel that they should. And that shapes a lot, and parents don't realize that shapes a lot about who we choose and who we choose to date. We tend to look and emulate to men that are like our father. Let's be real. Snoop ain't never been no saint to Shantae the entire time he's been married to her. He dogged her out publicly as much as he may, uplift her. He has dogged her out publicly as well. And I just don't feel like they give her enough love and praise on the internet. They do the most for them boys, but they don't rally around that girl like I feel like they should. And they still should rally and love on that girl. And I'm gonna tell you, if the boyfriend is being abusive, she's seeing the product of her father. That's all. I'm gonna leave it right there. Y'all take that from what you want to take, but I'm just sorry. Look at her father. Snoop ain't never been no saint to Shantae. And if that's the example of love, then that's a poor example. The embarrassment he has put his wife through over the years, but they don't rally around that girl the way that they should. That girl is beautiful. Her skin tone is beautiful. She should be loved on, because the way you love on your child should be what they should emulate and what they should want in a mate. And she's not seeing that as an example as a parent.
That's so true. And I also want to add that depression and bipolar and those things are nothing to make, I guess, light of. In terms of anyone, we're not coming down on this young lady. We're here for her. We understand what she's going through. We're all dealing with some sort of demon. All of us are walking around and have some sort of psychological issue. I mean, how could you not? The air you breathe. I mean, if you really feel that you have nothing, there's nothing wrong with you and you're perfectly fine, wake up, because the air alone is contaminated. The air we breathe, the food we eat. I know a lot of things say non-GMO and it's organic and all this other bullshit, but it's not, you know. They're trying to kill us. I'm not even trying to sound like Mariah Carey, but we need to be sympathetic to it. We need to check on our folks, check on our neighbors, our friends, be there for them, truly. Marcella, what are your thoughts?
I'm really sad about it. I don't know how her parents treated her, but mental health is so serious to me. We all have been through some type of mental health due to this COVID. This young lady is dealing with a lot. She has lupus. I just want her to know that we are speaking of this to bring attention to it. But I love her. I'm praying for her. You know, I never want to see a child commit suicide. And I'm glad that she's getting counseling and going through it and doing the work to get better. That's all I got to say. I can't speak on her mama and daddy. I just know that this young soul, this leader, she's a future leader, wanting to take her life, and that saddens me so bad, y'all. That just hits my soul. I've had somebody in my family kill themselves, so I really can't answer.
I'm sorry, Marcella. Condolences to your family. Bishop, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts is this should be an awareness to all the parents who have children. You have to take you got to take their feelings into consideration, and you need to really, engage with them, because this is a clear sign of parents not engaging with their daughter, and they engage more with the sons. And I will say it is colorism on both the parents. They're pushing that in their household. You could tell by the way they uplift them boys, because she even speaks on it. She's like, yeah, I always thought I was so different because my brothers were light-skinned and I was dark-skinned, and it was just weird to me. Yeah. And my thing is this, Black people need to stop pushing that, whether you're pushing it overtly or covertly, because that's hurtful and it's stupid, and you actually divide the people up. And you're actually just pushing programming that was pushed on us, saying that lighter is better, meaning that it's so stupid because you're a person too. So we're going to discount people that are not that are darker. So we need to stop doing these colorism politics we're doing, because we look very foolish when other people are looking at us like, what? Aren't they from the same family? Like, aren't they Black? Like, they're confused. Yeah. So we need to definitely awareness this.
I'm sorry. Absolutely. Additionally, to add to that too, her brothers have babies with women from other races, Caucasian and Hispanic. So their children look almost white, very, very light skinned. The parents are all over the grandkids. She's always felt different, she says in the video, and I'll play it because of her, darker skin, because she's extremely dark. I said that 2 nights ago. I said she's extremely dark, and that always bothered her. And someone in the chat said, Monica, why are you saying that extremely dark? Because she's extremely dark. And that's the problem right there. That person was offended by me saying extremely dark, because being extremely dark offends them. It's not a beautiful thing to that person. They look at it in a negative way. And as Black people, it's very, very, very sad what we do in our communities to each other. Colorism runs rampant. We're always comparing from the grandmother, grandmammy, down to the mama, down to the pappy. They make whispers, they say things. It's very, very sad. Look at the child's ears. Let's see how, and by looking at the child's ears, the baby's ears, as soon as they're born, you can tell how dark they're going to be. You say those things in front of the mother, the father, the grandkids, people, they hear that, and it's programming. It's very, very sad. Let me go ahead and share my screen so we can watch the video. It's 30 minutes. Let's just watch it together as a family. Deborah Dorgier, thank you so much for the super chat. Teacups, I was just diagnosed with lupus, but with meds and doctor treating me, I know God is the healer. Absolutely. Yes, amen. And blessings to you. Sending positive thoughts and prayers to you. I know you do, Kearney. I know you. That's our girl from the Bronx. She's so sweet. Mm-hmm. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen. We're going to watch it. Again, it's 30 minutes. So don't complain. Monica, turn this off. You know how y'all get. Okay, wait a minute. Can y'all see that? Let me change some settings so you can actually hear it. Give me 1 second. All right.
Today, okay, first of all, like I said in my post, like I've been going through a lot, right? And I don't know, like something just sparked me to tell you guys. Hi, Mom. Something just sparked me to tell you guys what I've been going through, because I feel like I always tell y'all what I'm going through every Sunday, whether it's good or bad. I try to be as open and as accessible as possible, because I just want everybody to know that I'm human. And I mean, we're all human, right? And we all go through stuff. But when you have a title and when you're something or you're somebody, people think you don't go through stuff. And that has to be the most frustrating, irritating thing in the world, because just because my dad is who he is, that doesn't mean I don't get sad. That doesn't mean I don't want things, or I don't feel a way. You know, like I don't know how to explain it. But basically, I posted that I tried to commit suicide. And I think it starts from my childhood, right? I grew up with 2 light-skinned brothers. You know, and I was the only chocolate one. I was overweight. I got lupus at 6, so I was overweight from being on steroids. And that just automatically just messed with my health. Like I've always been sad. I've always been depressed. So I feel like I've been through a lot. Like, as far as my sickness, and then not knowing if it was cancer or if it was lupus, and then find out that it was lupus, and just me being sick, dealing with stuff like that. Like, I hate seeing kids sick, because I've been sick. I am sick. It's a lot. Like, body hurting. You just in pain, and you're so young. You're like, what is happening to me? Like, what is going on? And then you look at your brothers and your other family members, like, dang, like, why me? Like, why? Like, not saying I wish they had it, but why me? You know, why am I going through this? Why did God choose me? Why me? And I feel like I've always been in the hospital. I've just always been sick. Like, it's just always been something wrong with me. And even in school, like when I first got lupus, my face used to peel, and my hair was falling out, and just even me being dark, like people like looked at me like I was an alien, like I was a monster. And I remember I got on social media when I was like 13, and my mom and dad, they didn't want me to, because I wasn't strong in there. And I got on there, and I just got super bullied. Like, people just always talk about me. You're fat, you're ugly, you're dark, you're this, you're that. And I used to cry. Like, at 13, I was ready to die. Like, just so sad, crying to my mom, like, Mom, like, I'm so ugly. Like, why did you have me? Why do I look like this? Why don't I look like my brothers? Why? It was just so many why? It's like, I hated everything about me. And to this day, there's a couple things that I hate. I always look at myself and I'm just filled with disgust. So just because you have money, and just because you're able to do certain things that people can't do, it doesn't mean you don't have a heart, you don't have a mind, you don't have a soul. Like, I go through it just like everybody else. And I try to be as transparent and as open as possible because I know there's people out there that go through stuff, maybe worse, right? But you can't make me feel like how I feel is not like important, or it don't matter because my dad is rich and because I have this and I have that, when that shit don't mean nothing to me. Like, I drive a Toyota Corolla and I'm content. When my dad bought me that car, I'm not gonna lie, at first I was like, a Toyota Corolla? But before that, I was driving Wayne's Acura. And you just learn to appreciate stuff because at the end of the day, this stuff don't matter. When we die, these mansions and these Bentleys and these Birkins, they ain't gone with us. You feel me? So I just learned to love what I have, to appreciate what I have. And I know people always gonna have something to say, no matter what, whether you're doing good or bad. That's just people, everybody have their opinions. But I just had to come on here and let y'all know, like, just because you rich or just because you whatever, that's like me telling Kyrie, you can't be sad. You can't be mental. Why? Because she a billionaire? She still got feelings at the end of the day. We don't know what she go through. People only show you what they want to show you. So, by the looks of it, her life looked perfect. But she's choosing to show us what she wants to show us. And what she show us is perfect. It looks amazing. So, of course, we're going to think, oh, she has a perfect life. But nobody has a perfect life. And that's what I had to understand. I'm looking on social media. I'm looking at these girls' lives that are my age. And I'm like, damn, you doing this? You doing that? I'm sitting here with my 2 dogs and my boyfriend every day trying to figure out what I want to eat. Like, I feel stuck. But at the end of the day, I'm very blessed. I'm in a very blessed position. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes their journey is your journey and your journey is your journey. Just because this person is doing this and doing that don't mean I'm supposed to be doing this and doing that. God may have a whole nother plan for me. And I know a lot of girls that look at these other girls' Instagram and start feeling like how I feel, like I'm not doing enough. And
it kind of went.
Where your man at, who he with, what he doing, be content. You gotta be content with what you have. We don't know what these women are going through. It looks great. It looks amazing. Trust me. I see it. And I'm like, damn, I want that. I want it. Give me all of it. Give me her life. Just give it to me, please. But that's not what my life is supposed to be. I'm not saying everybody is going through that they got them a rich dude, but majority of the time, this is what they're going through. So when you have a man that loves you and that shows you that, you have to appreciate it. Like everything I'm telling y'all, I've been through it. I'm still going through it. So that's why I'm able to speak on it. There's plenty of times where I wasn't appreciating Wayne because he not rich and he not this and he not that. Forget all that. You love me for me. You taking care of me. You holding me down when I can't even hold myself down. That's what matters. Not that you can go give me a Bentley right now. You can go give me a purse and take me to Bora Bora. But that you love me and that you there for me, right? So this goes with my mental. It's like you seeing all this stuff and you want it and you mad you don't got it. And I'm going to just tell y'all the story. So Wayne ends up getting into a car accident. I think it was Sunday. And like I said, I drive a Toyota Corolla. That's my baby. And I was so mad. I'm like, really? Like, really? Like, you crashed my Toyota Corolla? Forget him being alive. Forget him being well. You crashed my Corolla? I was ready to lose it all, literally. And something in that accident just triggered me. It triggered me. And like I said, my mind's racing, my mind's going, and I'm like, you know what? I need to go somewhere. I don't know where I'm going, but I need to go somewhere. And I get a hotel. I don't answer nobody's phone calls because at this point I'm like, okay, I just need to get away. That's all I was worried about. I just need to get away. That's it. That's all. And then I get to the hotel and I'm just sitting there, you know, I kept going to sleep. I kept waking up. I kept going to sleep. Everybody calling me. They don't know where I'm at. And the plan originally wasn't to kill myself. It was just to get away and to not talk to nobody because I couldn't. Life, I can't handle life. I can't handle stress. When stuff gets too hard for me, my mind instantly goes, kill yourself or end it. Because it's just, I feel like that'd be the easiest way out. I don't want to feel pain no more. I don't want I don't want to feel no more. So if I just end it, I'll be okay. This is the way my mind is thinking. I'm literally giving y'all a look inside of my mind. And so I'm there. Everybody's still blowing me up. They're still blowing me up. And I just turn my phone off. I'm like, I can't do it no more. So I start hitting people up for perks. And Zane, stop. And I start hitting people up for perks because I know that perks have fentanyl in them. And sometimes these perks are fake. And I know that'll be the quickest way out. And I'm like, okay, I'm keep hitting people about perks. Nobody's hitting me up. Nobody's hitting me back. They're like, you want 30s or 10s? I'm like, I don't know what none of that means. Just give me something. Like, just give me something. Like, give me a perk. Give me lean. Like, I don't know. Like, I've never done drugs before, but I wanted to do them today. I wanted to do them that day because I knew the effect that it had on people. So everybody that I hit, there was this one person that I hit, and he was going to go get the stuff, but he just stopped answering me. And then I was like, okay, maybe this is a sign from God that I don't need to do the perks. But then the devil comes again and goes, no, you need to do the perks. Keep hitting until you get the damn perks. So I'm still trying to get the perks. And I get really bad migraines. So I always have Benadryl and I always have my migraine medicine. So I start Googling, well, how many Benadryls can I take to OD? Like, what can I do to OD? So I start calling my mom. I start texting my grandma because I wasn't texting nobody. I just text my grandma and I tell her, I said, tell my mom I want to be cremated. And I just kept crying. I kept crying because I'm like, this is really what you want to do here? Like, you want to end it like this? Like, you done? You ready? And I'm like, yeah, like, just, I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, like, sometimes I just feel like I don't have a purpose here. I deal with so much health stuff. Like, I just be feeling like people don't, like, really feel me. Or they just think I'm being dramatic, or they just think that, like, what I go through is, like, I'm not supposed to be crying right now, but I'm just getting emotional. Like, people just think that what I go through is nothing, but I've been through so much shit that half the stuff I can't even physically tell y'all because it's so personal. And so I get the Benadryls. I look it up and they're like, if you take 5 of them, you might can OD. And so, but the ones that I had, they weren't enough, like the milligrams. So I'm like, okay, so I just start popping them, and I start popping my migraine medicine. And I said my goodbyes to everybody. And then my auntie texted me. I mean, my auntie was calling me, and it was something about her phone call. Because I wasn't supposed to be responding to nobody. This is supposed to be the end. Like, I was supposed to be in my casket, like, somewhere else, not here. And my auntie started calling me, and something just told me to answer her call. And I just answered, and she's like, what's wrong? What's the matter? And I was like, I just hate my life. Like, I'm sick, and I'm fat, and I'm this, and I'm that. I'm like, I feel like I shouldn't be here no more. I feel like I'll feel better if I'm not here. And then she just starts talking to me, and she started calming me down. But as I'm on the phone with her, I start taking more pills. And then finally I started feeling like super shaky and super like, drowsy. So I go lay down in the bed, and she's on the phone with me. She's like, where you at? And I tell her where I'm at. And she's like, what room number? And I tell her. And all of a sudden, like, I just blacked out. But the last thing that I heard her say was, Ori. And then I was gone. And then all of a sudden, I wake up to paramedics pulling the covers off me, poking me to check my blood sugar, and asking me, am I okay? And what's going on? And all this stuff. And I was so gone. I was like, what is happening? Like, I got pulled on a journey. It was just a crazy night. I had all my family members there. I had Wayne there, his brother, my mom-in-law, my dad's assistant, my mom, my grandma, one of our close family friends. It was crazy. And like I said, when you're in that state, what you have, who you have, it don't matter to you at all. Like, all the people that came and saw me and was there to support me and be there for me, like, when I was in that state, I didn't care. What I cared about was just ending it. Like, I didn't want to be here no more. Just take me. Whatever I have to do, I'm getting up out of here. That was my main goal. And so I get to the hospital, and they were like, well, what's wrong? Like, what happened? And I was just like, obviously I can't tell them I was trying to kill myself, because I didn't know how none of that mental stuff worked when you're in the hospital and stuff. And so they're like, what happened? And I was like, well, I just was feeling sad, and I just tried to calm myself down. Like, I didn't want to tell them, yeah, I was trying to kill myself. And so they're like, okay. And they're like, well, thank God what you took is not toxic. It's just going to make you super sleepy. I'm like, okay. So then 2 cops came, and they asked me, like, what are you trying to do? And I was like, oh, like, I was just trying to, like, just calm down. Like, I wasn't really trying to hurt myself. I just wanted to be relaxed. And they were like, okay, cool. And then I heard them say, well, you're not under no criminal charges, but you something. And I'm like, wait, well, I'm out of it. So I'm like, what they talking about? And then basically they told me I was on hold 5150. And so then I'm thinking I'm finna get in this hospital, tell them a few things, and bounce. And they took, like, my vitals and drew my blood and stuff. And they were like, my health was good. Everything was good. There was nothing to worry about. And they were like, but you have to see a psychiatrist, because when you're on hold, you have to see a psychiatrist, and you have to, go to the mental home. And so I stayed overnight at the hospital, and since I'm on hold, every time I gotta go to the restroom, or every time I gotta do something, there's somebody standing at the door, a nurse. So she gotta get up and go into the restroom and make sure I don't do nothing crazy, basically. And so then after that, they were like, okay, you have to go to a mental facility. And I was like, okay. Like, I watched a couple movies about mental facilities, and I kind of was like scared. I was like, damn, like, I don't want to be in no mental facility. Like, I don't want to go through this stuff. And I was like, but this is what happened. It's your consequence. And this is not my first time I've tried to do this. So I think God is probably like, this is it. You know, like, because the other times I've done it, it was just like my security would come up here and watch me for like an hour and take my medication, and then everything would be back normal. But this time it was like, God was like, I got to show you better than I can tell you. Like, you can't keep doing this, and the next time you do it, it might not be no next time, you know? And so so the next day they took me to the mental facility. They made me take my clothes off. And mind you, before I went to that facility, I read the comments, and the comments were terrible. They had like 1.5 stars. And they were just saying all this crazy stuff, and I was just so scared and nervous. So when I came, they had me on a journey, and the security guard opened it, and they were like, hold, and they were like, yeah. He's like, okay, hold on, and he closed the door. And then he finally let us in, and then they were cool. Like, they weren't mean, they weren't rude or anything. I went in the room and I changed into this dress, and I went back there and I did some paperwork, and then I just sat on the couch and they like set it up for me, and they gave me like some food, like noodles and stuff, and they had ended up finding out who I was. So I mean, I don't know if they would have treated me nice if they didn't know, but they just were really nice to me and there for me. I just stayed overnight. I woke up and I met with the psychiatrist, and he just told me, like, you just got to get some help, and, you know, like, I'm good to go, basically. But in that facility, it's a different experience. I don't know if any of you guys been in a facility, but it's just like, it makes you go absolutely crazy. Like, you don't have no phone. You don't, like, you have TV, but you have TV from a certain time. And then you're in there with other people that are mental. And it was just like an eye-opener. Like, I would never do that again. You know, like, I don't even have plans to do that. When I get to that point, I just know I need to pray. And I need to know that God is on my side and not let the devil win. But as I was in there, it was just like, it was crazy. I started appreciating everything. It was like everybody in that facility, they had nobody to call. Like, they lived on the streets. Like, they were coming there so they could have a place to stay, and so they could, you know, get fed whenever. And I was just sitting there like, there's so many people that I can call right now that I know will pick up. And I just started appreciating life. I was like, I just want to hug Wayne. Like, I just want to go home and hug Wayne and hug my mom, my auntie, my nana. I just want to feel the floor. Like, you just start thinking about your life, and you just start thinking about stuff. And I'm like sitting there crying. Like, there's something really like I never thought that I would be sitting in a facility for trying to kill myself. Like, I never thought about that. And the fact that I was in there, it kind of like made me so sad. Because, you know, like, I've never been through this. I've never experienced this. And it was really just an eye-opener. I just kept talking to God, like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I ever act ungrateful. I'm just sorry. Because, like I said, I am very blessed. And sometimes when you're in that state, you don't care about none of that. You don't care about having family. You don't care about being able to, like, the fact that God gave me a voice to sing and to speak about certain things and, like, a platform. Like, you don't think about that. It's like literally the devil's in your head. Like, just do it. Kill yourself. Do it. Why not? Like, you'll be okay. So I was just in there for a night, and then I got out. And I was in so much pain. Like, I was just sore. I don't know if my lupus, like, started flaring up, but I'm still sore to this day. And I got out, and I was still just like, I don't want to be here. I was like, why didn't it happen? Like, why didn't God just let it happen? Like, why am I still here? So I was just going through it for a couple more days, and I feel like I'm finally like, okay. Like I have my moments, but I'm finally okay. And I really just want to talk about God for a moment because he was there with me the whole entire time. Like I couldn't even sleep. I only slept for 3 hours. And I just kept telling him, like, please just relax me. Just make me go to sleep. Just help me. Like, and it's like he just put his hand over me and I just went to sleep. And I woke up like, oh, dang, I was asleep. So I just want to thank him. And even when I came home, I was still just on one, like mentally. And he just calmed me down. Like he's always there for me when I ask him to be, or, you know, and I even check up on him, like, because I know people don't check on him. They just ask him, can you heal me? Can you heal my brother? Can you do this? Can you do that? We never check up on him and make sure he's good. So I make sure that I do that, and I try to be as obedient as I possibly can. So that's kind of my story. Well, that is my story. And I think my depression stems from a lot of stuff. I think it stems from my health. I think it stems from what I've, you know, dealt with being here for 21 years, about to be 22. So don't think that just because somebody has money or just because somebody comes from something that they can't feel the way that they feel. You know, like I saw some comments when they're like, I'm so sick of these rich kids and they're trying to end their lives and they're trying to do this and do that. What? When things happen, you have to look at why they're happening, right? Like, people don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Like, yeah, we're blessed. Yeah, we're able to do A, B, and C, but sometimes we don't have that support or that comfort that we need, you know? And that's important growing up. So y'all have to stop thinking that just because somebody is rich or just because somebody is this, that they happy. The guy from Jumanji committed suicide. And I think his name was like Robin Williams or something. Like, he committed suicide. Kate Spade. Like, I can name a couple people that were rich and famous and they committed suicide. Like, we all go through stuff. You can't tell me I can't go through nothing because my dad is rich. That's BS. That's BS. I'm pretty sure there's things that he goes through that he's sad about, but he's Snoop Dogg. So you telling me Snoop Dogg can't be sad? No, that's not fair, and that's not right. And I feel like sometimes people on Skid Row is more happy than people that's in a mansion. Like, more money, more problems. So you can't, yeah, and they do. And money don't always make you happy. Things don't always make you happy. So a lot of people are just being very insensitive, but there's a lot of people that's also being very supportive and being there. And like I said, I'm not posting this for y'all to feel bad or feel sad or feel attention. I'm posting this because I know it may help the next person to know that, okay, I can relate to her. I can relate to somebody like her. And that's what I get all the time. Like, people DM me and they're like, there's nobody else on social media that I can relate to, but I can relate to you. Because it's real. It's not a facade. It's real. And we look on social media looking at other people's lives, which is not real half the time. And we want that. Like I said, I know a bunch of girls that look at other girls' lives and want what they have. But half the time what they have is not even genuine and they're not even happy. But like I said, everybody goes through stuff. Some people like to voice it and some people don't. But I'm the type to where I like to voice certain things so that, you know, we all can just be on one accord and talk about it and be there for each other. Depression don't have no title on it. It don't. It really don't. Or like no target, however you say it. Like, I could have been poor. what y'all gonna say? I'm too poor to be depressed? But that makes no sense. You see how silly that sounds? It's sad. And I always go on Instagram and express to y'all how I feel. Like, because at first y'all didn't know nothing about me. Y'all didn't know what I sounded like. Like, y'all didn't know anything. And I decided to start going on there and just having these talks every Sunday. So y'all can get to know me and I can get to know y'all. So if you're going through something, talk about it. Like, I even found me a hobby. I went on Google the other day because I'm like, I can't keep living like this. Like, it's a sad feeling. Like, just not in the mood for nothing. Just don't want to be here. Like, I got to get out of it. Like, I have a purpose. I just have to figure out what that purpose is. And maybe this is my purpose. You know, I don't know. And so I went online and I found a few hobbies that I want to do. And I have something coming very soon. And I hope y'all rock with it. And just know that it's all genuine and it's all love. And it's, you know, time has been hard, but I know that we can make good times out of bad times. So thank you guys so much for listening, for being supportive. Like I said, every day is a struggle. I may wake up tomorrow and be back at square one. But there's a push now. There's a fight now. There's not... Like, I haven't really had thoughts about, like, ending it or, like, not wanting to be here. It's kind of just like, Lord, just help me figure out what I need to do to get to the next step. And I need to get busy. I need to get active. I need to do what I love and do what I want to do. So, and I feel like I'm at an age, and even like my homegirls were at an age where we're like grown, but we're young. So it's like, are we supposed to have it figured out? Like, and then it goes back to social media when you see girls your age and they're popping in there, they look like they got it figured out. And I think that's the main thing, is they look like they have it figured out. And then you're sitting here like, okay, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything to make income. I'm just sitting here watching Disney Plus all day. But I'm blessed enough to do that. But is that what I want my life to be like for the rest of my life? You know, it's weird. It's like mixed emotions. And I feel like our timing is our timing, but obviously we have to do stuff so it is our timing. So we have our own journey, we have our own path, and let's just do whatever we can to follow it. There's going to be ups and downs. Life is definitely a roller coaster. And my focus right now is really getting my mental right, because every ball that's thrown at me, it hits me right in my face. And then I'm just sitting there like, okay, what do I do? Like, I don't know how to dodge and duck and all that. It's like, when stuff gets hard, I'm like, okay, what's happening here? Like, I just don't know how to handle it. So that's really what I'm working on now, is handling life, being an adult. Not just trying to give up so easy. Yeah, I took some time off social media for a while. I mean, I was on there, but like, I really wasn't on there. And it made me feel 10 times better. So, and sometimes it could be, like my cousin told me, sometimes it could be your timeline, like who you're following. Like, I feel like I don't follow anybody that looks like me, you know, or does what I do. So if I'm looking at somebody that is the complete opposite of me, my mind is tricking me that I want that, but you don't even like that, nor do you want that, you know? Your mind is very powerful. It really is. So just appreciate your life, because we only get one. When things get hard, just pray. taking your life is not worth it, and it's not okay. And you definitely don't want to be on hold, and you definitely don't want to be in a facility home. It adds more stress to you. So let's get our mental right, and let's do what we got to do together. Like I said, I'm here. I'm a prime example of all of this. I'm a prime example that you can be in a position and be sad and be mental and be suicidal. You know, like, and I have regular friends. Like, and I don't even like to say regular because we're all regular. But I have friends that are like, they're regular. You know, like I don't really hang out with like celebrity kids, or and I just feel like I've never been able to relate. Like we're just different. So just surround yourself around good people and appreciate what you have for real, because all of this has really taught me a lesson. And I hope that I made somebody day today. And I hope that I was open and transparent as possible. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.
All right. I know that was long. Schoolboy, what are your thoughts?
I've been where she's been. Actually, I was on a suicide watch. I did take multiple pills. I did end up in the hospital. I didn't have a mother or father or anybody to come see me. A nurse did sit with me for like 2 days, so I know exactly what it is. And money didn't have anything to do with it. I watched a lot of the comments in the chat. People say, you know, money doesn't make you happy. You know, where's her father? When you're fighting an internal battle within yourself and you're trying to figure out where you fit in this world, it's a lot. And I not only dealt with rejection from family, but I dealt with rejection from society. Because once you say, you know, what your sexuality is and you live in your truth, you are immediately shunned by people. And you're immediately treated different. So I know exactly what she feels. So for me, this is very triggering and very telling. But, you know, when I laid in that hospital bed, I had to understand that God had a purpose over my life. I didn't understand what my purpose is. And today I'm walking in my purpose now. And my purpose is to help others that are feeling that same depression and that same anxiety, and that you can make it. No matter what your parents have or how much money your parents have or what they're able to do for you, sometimes your parents are inadequate to love you on that level that you need them to love you. And God will put the people in your life and give you family and give you purpose. And sometimes you have to find that purpose. I think a lot of people need to understand that mental health is real in our community. It's very much so real. And instead of always thinking that people are strong and that they're going through, oh, they can make it. Well, look at, you know, I saw the comments. Oh, well, she driving a Toyota Corolla. What about her daddy? Her daddy's money is not her money. Y'all need to understand that that's not her money. That's not her legacy. She has to find her own legacy and her own identity. But when you don't have a bridge and you don't have a family around you and you don't have support that shows you to help guide you, you will be lost in this world. And I think a lot of people need to understand you got to check on your kids. You got to check on your family members. You got to check on those that look strong, because sometimes we fall. And I'm gonna tell you, social media makes me fall sometimes. Sometimes it'll take me out, but I refuse to let it take me out, because it ain't nothing but the devil. We all in spiritual warfare right about now. We all going through things. All I want to say is keep that young lady lifted up in prayer, because she's just trying to find her. She's trying to figure out where she's supposed to be in this world. But I need her parents to step in and to be that bridge, because she's going to look in all the wrong places for love. She's going to look in all the wrong places to get it until she gets it. And if she's doing this more than once, there's a serious problem. She's crying for help and nobody's helping her. They're just padding it. They're just padding that. And you can't do that. You have to build that bridge. But I'm glad that she is still here. I'm glad that she was able to share that on her IG Live, because she may have saved someone else's life. I don't want to be long-winded, but I know what she feels. All I can say is everybody in this chat needs to keep her lifted up in prayer, because there's somebody in this chat that needed that message tonight.
Hugs, virtual hugs, and kisses to you, schoolboy. You know, I view you as a daughter. You know I do. I'm going to tell you a story, and I never told you this personally. But one day, I think last year, I was in Costco, and a gay young lady was at the register. And she looked like you, schoolboy. You remind me so much of her. And she was helping me pick out the AirPods for my daughter. One of my daughters, I was buying the AirPods, and I didn't know anything about it. And the young lady was so kind and so gracious to me. And she was so smart. And we were just joking back and forth. In that 10-minute interaction, I said to her, I said, your parents must love you. Because I just wanted to take her home. You know, me and the kids, right? And she was about 18 or 19. And she looks just like you. She said, no, they don't. They don't want me. My mother and I, we don't get along. And I literally wanted to break down and cry right there. And I never stopped thinking of this young lady. And I went home and I told my kids, I'm like, do you think I should go buy her a $50 gift card and bring it back with a Christmas card? You know, tell her that I love her. And although she may not have a mother, I could be there for her. I didn't know this young lady. 5-minute conversation. So in a sense, I think God put you in my life, because I went back. I never saw her. And I go to Costco all the time, but she just wasn't there. So then I met you, and I think that God put you in my life to replace that young lady, because you came and you had a similar story about, you know, your background with your mother, and I embraced you, and you call me mom and I call you daughter, and I just love you. You are loved. I want to give you a virtual hug. Okay.
I love you too. You know, I respect everything that you do, and it's not about you know, sometimes, you know, God will give you something that you're missing, and complete you when you're not whole. And so I not only have, you know, Monica as a mother, I have many mothers that follow me. I have many mothers that follow me. And I'm appreciative of everybody. I really do.
We love you.
And I love y'all.
We love you. Bishop, why don't you say a prayer? I think we need a prayer to everybody that's going through something. It's a very heavy topic. Please, if you can just lead us in some prayer.
All right. All heads bowed. Dear Lord, we thank you for each and every one that's here, Lord Jesus. We ask you to look down on the people that are suffering with low self-worth, Lord Jesus. Let them know that they are worthy to be loved, and that they're here for a reason. Lord, show them their purpose, Lord, and comfort their hearts while they're going through these trying times, Lord Jesus. And let us look to one to another with love in our heart, that we may show people that we love one another, and that we're here for one another, and that we can help each other in this dark time. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Thank God. Amen.
Amen. Marcella, what are your thoughts?
You muted.
You're muted, Marcella.
I'm muted because I was crying and I was reading, and I know that, Monica, you doing this tonight has helped a lot of people in our chat. We need to pray, because this is a spiritual war. This is not just our flesh and blood. This is something spiritual coming upon people, because we've been in a depressive time. She is absolutely right. Money don't make you happy, because then you don't know who to trust. You have people grabbing at you. And you know, you gotta look at who you're choosing to have in your life. So I pray for everybody in this chat. Schoolboy, you know I love you. I talk to you. My daughter is in that community, but you know what I can say about myself, that everybody I encounter them with love, because I know that people go through stuff. And I know that my daughter told me people in her community, they have lost their family. So I make sure that I love my child. I love people. Everybody I encounter, I show love. So I know that mental health is real. I had a cousin who killed himself, had money, but when you just don't have the love you feel you need, you in your life, and he ended his life with his wife in the kitchen and his children eating dinner. So I know there was no financial problems, but money don't make you happy. You got to be a doer of making money, not letting money make you. And this young lady has helped a lot of people, and I hope she continues. I hope that she knows that she's valued. Schoolboy, you are valued. We love you. We love you.
Yes, we do. We love Schoolboy, and we love all the teacups out there listening now too. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Bishop, thank you for that lovely prayer. Do you want to add some commentary to this?
Yeah, just right quick. Schoolboy, we do love you. And I want everyone to remember, even when loved ones do not understand us and they reject us, just chalk it up to their ignorance and that they don't know what they're doing. Because sometimes it sets us on a blaze of a journey where it lights us up and say, you know what? I'm not going to treat them the way they treated me. Mm-hmm. And you'd be like, I'm going to do way better than what they done for me. Now, I may come from parents that love me and they show me all types of, caring, but my father always showed me to care for others and treat other people like they're your brother, your sister, or your children. Right. And that's one thing I want people to remember. Treat other people like they're your family members. Because when you do that, you see value in them and you begin to see value in yourself. You be like, you know what? I feel good about myself because I'm doing the right thing. And like what Marcella says, money does not buy you happiness. Mm-hmm. It only buys things. And stop allowing people to treat you like a product. You are a person. Because a lot of times we see dollar signs, we see people, and we see what can I do with them? What can I, and then we start losing the humanness with each other. And I always tell people, whether or not if I agree with what you do in your life, that's your business. But if you are a person that is beautiful and you're an awesome person and you show nothing but loyalty, love, and a bunch of affection, man, I can love you like a sister or brother. No matter what you do, that's what we do is our business, but we need to love people and see people as people. Stop seeing people as, well, they don't. No, stop that. But I don't like the way they look. Yeah, I don't like the way they look because she too dark, she too light. Stop. Do you like the person? Are they cool peoples? Are they respectful? Look at the internal stuff instead of the external stuff. And I think that's the problem where we're getting hung up on external all the time.
Monica, can I share this for a minute? Yeah. A lot of people don't know. Monica knows that I am a woman who had been physically and mentally abused by my mom. But through counseling, and I had to end up in a facility. And I had strangers telling me they love me. As I grew up, my mom kicked me out at 15 years old. I went back to New York and my family there loved me and taught me. And now Monica will tell you, I give the kids who have been abused. That is my mission every day that I breathe because I know that it happened. My mother didn't love me because my father left her. So you don't never know what somebody going through. Some days I can smile through my pain. And I come up here every night to make y'all laugh and be happy and take your criticism. But I'm okay because you know what? For once, I love myself. If nobody else loved me, I love myself. And every day I walk this earth, I will give my knowledge to kids that's been abused, and I will give the money I have, and God keeps blessing me. So I love y'all. So I know that she can come through this. She's got to learn to love herself and trust in God.
Mm-hmm. Well said. I'm going to take some phone calls. I was going to do the Mariah Huck update tonight, but for the sake of time and because the topic is just so heavy, it's kind of hard to segue into that kind of stuff. So I'll save it for Monday. Why don't we go ahead and take some calls? I'm going to add Queen Tulsa to the chat. Hey, Queen Tulsa. How you doing tonight?
Hello, everybody.
Are you feeling better? You told me, I don't know if I can share it with everyone. You can tell everyone.
Okay, well, I had a situation to where I ended up in the urgent care today, and I had a flashback. I had a triggering point. In 2012, I tried to kill myself. I was in a hotel room. I had drugs, and I'm here today, and I say this to say that we still have a purpose. Corey, that's your name. Black is beautiful. You are beautiful. One of my biggest influencers, T.S. Madison, she loves her beautiful. She's a thickly young lady, but she encourages it. She tells you, love yourself. I want to say this. This is the National Suicide Prevention Hotline number. Help is available. The number is 1-800-273-8255. If you don't want to talk about it, we got a crisis text line. You can text HOME to 741-741. It's help, it's resources out there, y'all. Usually I come on here with my funny commentary, but tonight I got emotional, and that's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, self-care. Take care of your mental. I know in our community, a lot of people, they don't believe in going to talk to a therapist. It's okay. I talk to one. I talk to my therapist once a week. And you know what? It doesn't make me crazy. It makes me a better person. I'm able to be better for myself, and I'm able to be better for those around me. It's drugs. I'm glad I don't look like what I've been through. I was on drugs. Want to know how I got there? Because my family said F me. Didn't care. I'm a special kind of woman. Me and Schoolboy can relate. We are in the same community. I love you, Schoolboy. I love everybody on this panel, and I'm glad that you guys are here for people that are hurting. I mean, I know everybody comes up here and y'all think like, oh, we got it together. No, we just know how to wear it better. And that's all I have tonight. I love you guys.
We love you too. Thank you so much, and feel better. Feel better, my love. Okay. Have
Thanks
a good night.
All right, bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. You want to take a break, Marcella? Okay.
Yeah. It's tough.
It's heavy. It is heavy. It really, really is. I'm going to add Andrew to the chat. Hey, Andrew.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Ooh, I did not expect that. But there are certain conversations that we need to have in this hour. I would say this for us as the Black community, we need to get help, and we need to get therapy like ASAP. There is no such a time as this, especially we are still in the pandemic, and where things are getting now to the point where they're getting exposed. And it's just time for us to really just take better care of ourselves and take better care of our families. So I just hope and pray that everybody just gets the help and gets the love that they need. As far as Snoop Dogg and Shantae, y'all need to get y'all asses together. That's all I got to say. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
As far as the other topics, it's just a hot mess. That's a mess in itself. I can, but this subject right here, this is just necessary that needs to be discussed. Depression is real, and it's really just running rapid, and we just can't avoid situations like this anymore. Even though they try to put it on, try to erase it, but what we have seen with the many shootings that that's been going on in the schools from the different people who have mental health issues. So I just hope and pray that that just get the help that we need. And I just love all you guys. And Schoolboy, you know my heart. You know my heart. You already know it. And Monica, just God bless you for this. Bishop, love you. Marcella, stay strong, sis, because you came out of it on the other side. All right.
Yeah, love you too.
Love
Thank you,
y'all.
Love, my brother.
Thank you,
Love.
fam. Bye.
Love you.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, Leslie, you've been waiting a long time, my love. How are you?
I'm fine. How are y'all? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. How you feeling? 'Cause I know you weren't feeling
Yes.
too good
Thank you for asking. I actually went off of the Ozempic and started feeling 100 times better. So it's just now watching diet. I actually signed up to go to Planet Fitness. So
Great. Okay.
it's me getting off the medication and taking some responsibility for my health as well. But I was gonna, start off with something funny, talk about Porsha and that Uncle Ben demon Dracula. But I have to say this. And I'm sorry, I've been crying. And I have on my bonnet because I was about to go to bed, but I don't care right now. I just have to say this is that, being a dark-skinned, plus-size person from a childhood till now, people don't understand. Sometimes when you feel you are too ugly to live, or you feel like you're not worthy of love, or you feel like you're not good enough for anything, that's beyond the devil. That's just something that's cosmic, that's spiritual, that's just the whole universe. And that's an internal fight that no matter how much support you may have around you, you still feel like you're fighting it alone. And my thing is, I could already tell from Corey that she didn't have the foundation she needed.
Right.
Even though, yes, she grew up with money and her father's famous and they had that show and, and she tried her singing career, she is so broken. She is so broken. And I'm thankful she did that live. But y'all, if you really look at her, she's not well. She's not well at all. And this is the main reason why I put affirmations into my child. Every day I tell her she is beautiful. She is important. She is worthy of everything that she deserves in this world. And though I didn't receive that growing up, my child is going to get that. Because I'll be damned if I ever sit there and tell my child she is not worthy of being loved or being told she's beautiful or being in this world. Because we already have enough things going against us. And even though my child is lighter than me, I still let her know she is a beautiful Black queen. Well, beautiful Black princess, queen in the making. But I'm just have to say, we need to hold each other up in prayer. That's why, honestly, I am so happy that y'all did this. My boyfriend always asked me, why you watch these people on this YouTube? And I said, you don't understand what they do for me.
Oh,
You don't know,
Leslie.
I told him, I was like, a couple of things happened during this COVID season. I almost lost my mother and my sister at the same time because they both caught COVID in the beginning and had to go on ventilators. My sister came back healthy. My mother didn't. And I almost lost my mother. And nobody in the hospital would tell us what happened because she couldn't move her right side. She had to go to rehab. Now my mom has a trach in her throat because her lungs don't work.
Oh, gosh. Oh,
And that's why, and it's okay. But you know what, though? I give y'all thanks and I thank God for y'all because, like I said, I watch every night. I may not talk. I may not always have the coin to, give a super chat, or I may not be actually physically able to get on the computer and write, and give my opinion. But I'm very thankful for all that y'all do. When I sit there and I tell y'all, it got to the point where I couldn't watch TV. I couldn't find anything on YouTube to watch anymore. And randomly, All About the Tea came up for a recommendation for me. And I'm glad that it did because I needed it. And I needed this tonight because I needed this crying to shed out my pain because I'll be fine once I stop crying because this is a washover of all the pain just being released from my body.
Let it out. Let it out.
But I just want to say thank y'all. And Schoolboy, I want to say this to you. I don't know if you realize I'm the woman who reached out to you about her nephew. I talked to him and he said he's not ready, which I understand. He's only 16. But I want you to know that it doesn't matter, schoolboy. I love you. And I reached out to you because I knew that you would be somebody who can help him in his situation right now. He's just not ready. But I told him when he's ready, I'm here. And I know people who are here to help you too. And I'm going to get off now because I could keep going, but I just want to say thank y'all. And Corey, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. It doesn't matter if you're dark, if you're light, if you're white, you're bright. It doesn't matter. You are beautiful. And it's unfortunate that your parents or maybe your family, I don't know. I wasn't raised with you. Haven't told you that, but you're beautiful. But I have to say, I'm not being a Debbie Downer, but I have to say, I do believe that's not her last time going to attempt that. I just hope she's not successful. That's the only thing I wish, because we're already being targeted and killed out in these streets. We don't need to do it to ourselves. But like I said, I'm going to leave. I don't want to take up too much time. I know your backstage is probably full, but I just want to say thank y'all, because I don't think y'all understand what y'all do for some of us every night. Every night.
Thank you.
Every and sister, night. We love you, sister.
We love
and
you.
Tell your nephew, I love him too.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is that these young people don't feel loved. That's the problem.
They don't.
And I'm crying because I felt that same way, and I went down a path that I don't want to see anybody go down.
No.
We're gonna keep you in our thoughts. Hugs and kisses to you. We love you. And you know I do.
Tell him he can DM me. Tell him he can DM me. Tell him he can talk to me. I don't want to see nobody go down that path. I
can't, because he's my baby. That's my baby. That's the baby that almost died. And we was there 24/7. And that's the one that looks similar to me. You know, they always say you have a baby for someone else. My sister had that boy for me. She had him for me the same way I had my daughter for her. But I just want to say thank y'all. And I'll definitely keep trying, schoolboy, to get him to contact you. But y'all are just some wonderful people. Y'all truly are.
Love you, Leslie. Very much.
Thank you. I gotta go.
Okay, honey. We love you. Bye. Bye.
Oh my God.
It's a lot. It's really heavy. Really, really heavy. I'm going to add Lakeisha to the chat. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, sweetheart.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
How are you tonight?
I'm good. I sent in the message that this kind of softened my emotions, because a lot of times I'm, I'll put my little wall up, but you can't help but to be very human in this moment. I've recently just started following Schoolboy, and sometimes when I go and check on my little account, I see her live and I click on, and I like to tell her to kind of guard her spirit, because she has a really good spirit and very magnetic. And I can already tell that you're going to have tons of people reaching out to you with those same issues, because you can see that you've kind of battled some things and you came out on the other side of it winning. So that's why I always say that. I should just guard your spirit, because you're going to have to stay strong to help pull others.
Yeah,
you are. I mean, God has given you the biggest wings to help pull others out of flight of this depression, and it's very real. And when I seen the young lady, Snoop Dogg's daughter.
Yes.
When I saw, the first thing I said that she's beautiful. And I have two daughters, they're twins. And one's very, very brown, and one's kind of lighter complexion. And my daughter, she was like, oh, she's gorgeous. I'm teaching my daughters at a young age to love yourself no matter what. You have to. And then I also teach I teach them too. You never know what a smile can do. You talking to that young lady at the Costco, you just never know what a smile can save lives. You just walking by saying hello, good morning, good night. It can save lives. So that reminded me of this live when I said it softened me, because I used to do that a lot. And people will always say, oh my God, you're always smiling. You're always smiling. Because I am happy. I am very happy. But I'm also very aware of what you give off to people in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And
absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, you guys shed a ray of light. You shed a ray of a light and funniness and lightheartedness, even while you're spilling tea. But you hear your people say it all the time, Monica, like, oh my gosh, you saved my life during this pandemic. I believe it's very true. I tune in. I do. It depends on what it is. I'm like, well, I'm tuning in because I have to. Oh my God, I want to hear. But it's your voice, it's your panel, and I believe you guys are all. It's like in His plan, God ordained in His steps that you got your panel that is so well pieced and put together. It's beautiful. So schoolboy, keep doing what you're doing. Keep your head up. Auntie Marcella, I see her on the lives too. She be in there making sure you're good.
Yes, I'm good. Where is Kenny?
That's what it needs right there. Monica, so yeah, thank you for what you're doing. Thank you exactly for spreading awareness, because it does. It needs to be spread, and people do need to be soft and kind-hearted and understanding and empathetic.
Absolutely. And thank God for people like you.
Yeah.
People like you that are so generous, so kind, so caring, so accepting, and so rational. Thank God for people like you and the love that you spread and the support that you give, because they don't make them like, I mean, we have a lot of support, but we have also the opposite end of it. And I'm not going to even get into that today. Yeah. We're not going to talk about the haters today. It doesn't even matter. It really doesn't.
You're going to have that. Good night, guys.
We love you.
Love you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh,
the haters can't even scratch what we really been through. So it's just be like mosquitoes that you pop.
Yeah.
You don't know what you really been through.
Tia Ferguson, thank you so much for the super chat. The only person that needs to accept you is you. Everything else is a matter of respecting your acceptance.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for the super sticker, Tia Ferguson. Rosita Brouchard, thank you so much for the super sticker. We appreciate you. Anissa Medlock, thank you for the super chat. Life is too short. When we go out in the community, be kind and don't be afraid to compliment one another. I do it all the time. Love is contagious. God made us all for a purpose. No one is better than the other. That is so true. That's a very profound message. I love that. I really do. Oh my gosh. This is a very heavy topic tonight. It really, really, really is. She said, F the haters. I know that's right, Queen Paradise, right? Candace Lane, thank you for the super chat. I just want to say, people, stop disowning your children because of sexuality. Love them. Yeah.
That's real, because I seen a brother on Instagram telling his story, and he come from like the same denomination that I'm from, and it broke my heart reading that message how his dad disowned him.
I don't know how they do it.
I don't know how they do it either.
I told you, that young lady in Costco. Like, I can't stop. I just couldn't stop thinking of her. Like, how could you not love her? She was so nice, so smart, and just so like her heart was just so giving. And you know me, I make friends in 5 minutes. It's crazy. It's crazy. I was like, you my friend.
Yeah.
I went back there so many times looking for her, but I just never saw. I even asked different cashiers, described her and everything. And they were like, no, oh yeah, I know who you're talking about, but she's not working today. She probably thought I was trying to hunt her down. It's crazy. But
get a phone number.
Yeah. Because God puts us in certain situations for a reason, and we all need people. We all need love. More importantly, we really do. We really do. Yeah. You can't call yourself a Christian if you don't love everybody. No, it's not my place to judge what anybody does. Yeah. God didn't God love the prostitutes in the Bible? Jesus, he did. He sought the prostitutes out first. They helped. They always helped in situations.
She'll be first in line.
Oh Lord.
Oh my God. I love it.
Marcella, come on.
You said she married Magdalene.
Oh, well, damn. Oh my God.
Marcella is a mess. Sunshine.
She's Hosea's wife.
Oh.
Married a prostitute.
Right? Okay. See the correlation? It's all adding up now. It's all making sense. Thanks, Bishop.
The wheels are turning.
C. Davis, thank you so much for the super chat. My son died by suicide at the age of 19. I am so sorry. Our condolences to you. I had no second chance. I told him every day that he was loved, but I know society made it so hard for him. Yeah. And mental health,
People
mental
can be
health.
cruel.
The voices in your head will tell you all kinds of stuff. It really was.
That's a flashback for me right there. At 19, I was trying to commit my second attempt.
Really? Bishop?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, really? You went through that too? Wow.
15 was my first.
Really? Oh gosh, Bishop.
Yeah.
Wow. You never know you don't know what someone's story is. You really don't. You really, really don't. Gosh, tonight's been so heavy. Sunshine Weston, thank you so much for the super chat. I had a solid plan and God clearly stepped in. And now I put my self-worth above just approval. I'm still putting in the work. Yes, ma'am. You have to put in the work every day. God bless you. I'm so happy that you're still here and you're striving and you're being strong. Every day is a struggle. Every day. And if you're sitting out there and you're sitting all cozy and comfy on your couch and you think, well, that couldn't be me. I love myself. You never know. You never know what tomorrow brings and who might step into your life and the influences around you. Like I said, it's a chemical warfare. Just the air we're breathing alone is designed to kill us and alter our mind states. I be feeling crazy sometimes. Let me tell you, for real. I just feel like, you know what? I'm just going to sit up here on this couch and not move and close my eyes real tight. I'm not even trying to be funny because I know something's up. I know something's going on, but I'm not going to feed into the shit. I'm not. It's like, nope. Not today, Satan. No. Rachel Hinton, thank you so much for the super chat. God bless you, sister. Praying for you and everyone who's hurting, sending love and positive vibes. Thank you. We need it, Rachel. We need it. The Scent of a Woman, thank you for the super sticker. We appreciate you. Angelique F, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate you. All the love. So happy for those that are still here after the darkness. Had it too. We need to be more open with each other. Yes. And talk and tell our stories and not feel scared, because you never know what the next person's going through or has gone through or how they can help you and share their story with you. So, yeah. Thank God you're still here. Absolutely. Praise God. Yes. You are a fine young man. You're a man of the cloth. You are so intelligent. You are handsome. And you always bring happiness. I mean, you bring everybody up. You lift everybody up.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And you fine as hell. Mr. Davis, Bishop is like a brother, but he is fine.
Marcella, cool your hormones, baby. Cool your
My God, thank you. I appreciate that.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, but you never know. Sometimes, people suffer very silently. You don't know what they're going through. We're all going through something and we need each other and we need to be kinder to each other. We need to love on one another. Dee's Eyes, thank you so much for this generous super chat. Love you guys. Continue to shine. Hugs and kisses to you. We love you. We can't be talking about sad ish every night. Well, we don't. We usually cut up in here. Give us some grace. This is an important topic. It is. Love you, Monica. Oh, I love you too, Miss Cynthia. Thank you.
Keep
Welcome.
it in prayer. Whoever said that, I'm gonna pray for you tonight. We need that.
I know. It's like, come on now, show us a little grace.
They probably have like a sarcastic personality like me. Like, we can't be talking sad stuff, you know. I'm trying to get myself together.
Yeah.
Have me in tears for a moment.
I know. I had to calm myself down too. I did. Ronell, my boo, how you doing, boo? That's my little buddy. He says, yeah, my dad told me back in 2012 that I couldn't stay with him if I wanted to live the homosexual lifestyle. I had to go live with my mom. My dad used to be very against back then, but he has gotten better. Well, praise God for that. Praise God, Ronell, because you are just an amazing person. I love your personality. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know how people can do that to their children. I just don't. I just don't. Yeah.
My stretch marks were hurt.
Yes, right. That's exactly what it is. Yep.
They shoot into the fallopian tubes.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. I didn't want to say it, and I'll tell y'all, have y'all up in my business. But and I be feeling crazy sometimes. I just be like sitting there like, let me just shut my eyes and act like nothing. Act like I ain't feeling what I'm feeling. Because I don't be feeling. And the room spins. I have vertigo too. The room be spinning a lot. And I'm just like, okay, let me just lay right back down. It's okay. And thank God for a supportive family, because they just love on me. They be like, just leave her alone, you know, just let her rest and just thank God, you know. After trolls, are the trolls in here tonight?
Yes, honey. They've been coming after Miss Marcella, but they just do not know.
How come I don't see them?
The mods have knocked them down as soon as they come up.
Oh, okay. Because I don't ever see
Not today,
it.
Satan.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today. Okay. Anissa Medlock, thank you for the super chat. She says, life is too short. When we go out in the community, be kind and don't be afraid to compliment one another. I do it all the time. Love is contagious. God made us all for a purpose. No one is better than another. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Lala Chanel, thank you for the super chat. Just sending love. We all need it right now. Thank you, Monica and the panel. Teacups, stay blessed. I love that. Simple, but very true. We need love. Love is the key. I'm telling you. Positive attitude and love take you so far in life. I'm telling you. I've been on the opposite end. That don't work. It don't work. Love. DP Johnson, thank you for the super chat. And all seriousness aside, Shamia pimped out Porsha for her own benefit. Mastermind, possibly. Maybe, child. We back on Porsha. Maybe. Listen, they all playing each other. Did y'all ever see? Okay, I won't play it tonight because I don't want to go from something so heavy to something so crazy and comical. But to Monday, I'll play the video of Shamia busting it wide open in front of the African villagers, and she cursed herself. She cursed herself.
She cursed herself?
They put something on that chat. That was so embarrassing.
It was embarrassing, though.
You don't do something like that.
I seen on your channel, I'm like, what?
Who does that?
At her wedding.
Busted wide at her wedding. And she did it in the direction of his mother and the father and all the senior people in the community. I was like, oh, girl, you are just trash. But anyway, okay.
He was embarrassed. He was embarrassed. He was trying to say, oh, like, oh, thank you, baby. And
no, he was real embarrassed. Like, damn.
Like, I married her.
I thought she knew better. I thought she knew better. I thought I had a good one. Anyway, Arika, that's a very interesting spelling of your name. Thank you for the super chat. As Stevie Wonder says, you can bet your life times that and twice it's double that God knew exactly where he wanted you to be placed. We all have a purpose. Much love to the panel and the teacups. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Cindy C, thank you for the super chat. Schoolboy and Marcella, bravo for your transparency. I'm also an empath and I'm flooded with emotions for you both, but it's all important to talk about. Love you both. Thank you, Monica and the Bishop. Thank you, and we love you as well. Cindy C, hearts and hugs to you. What a beautiful message. Yes, to two Beautiful people. I love Marcella, and I love Schoolboy. That's my daughter. And it's funny you called me mom because, like I said, you're my daughter, Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm not your biological mom. Shout out to your biological mom, by the way, Miss Carissa. No one can ever take her place, all due respect to her. Yeah. Queen Mama Bear. Woo, thank you for the generous super chat. As a suicide widow. Wow. My condolences to you, sister. Thank you for spreading awareness, love, and encouragement. You all touch many through this platform. The smallest gesture of kindness can have the biggest impact. Love and light to the panel and teacups. Yeah. Love and light to you. And the love that you show us here, you're always so positive. I didn't know that you are a widow of suicide. Wow. Yeah. Ronell, thank you for this super chat. Another one. He's saying this is hitting close to home to me as a Black gay man. I was diagnosed with major depression and anxiety a few years ago. I too tried to take my life because of not being accepted at first and struggle, but I am still here. You are still here, but you're still here. God brought you through, and I thank him for that. Okay. Jolene, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate you. Schoolboy, my 12-year-old tried slitting his wrists. Wow. I thank God that I was able to step in and do what I had to do as a mother/parent. Praise God that, you did step in. I hope he's doing better today. I really do. Sholene Elliott, thank you for the super chat. Thank you all for this topic. I've been dealing with depression for over 10 years. There are days I don't talk to anyone, but my kids, no adult conversation. Y'all get me through many nights. Y'all are my imaginary friends. No, we are your friends.
No, we're your friends.
We're your friends. We are friends. My texting community, my number is here. Text me. You need a friend. You need someone, you need a virtual hug, a heart, text me, please. I respond back to as many as I can, as many that I see. I am getting a lot more now, and I'm sorry for the delay in responding, but I see you, and I read it. Michelle Hardnick, thank you so much. Love each and every one of y'all. We love you as well. Oh my God. Sunshine says, I tried once, and on my second attempt, God stepped in, and I never tried again. Praise God. Thank you. Lakeisha, thank you so much. Monica, you softened my heart. Hearing how big your heart is. Love you, Schoolboy. We love you, Lakeisha. Southern Ivy, thank you for the super chat. Hug, Schoolboy. Yes, you are valued. You are. We love you. Nivea, thank you for the super chat. This hit home really deep. Love everyone in here. We love you too. Ray Ito De Sol. Beautiful name. Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate you. You guys have me ugly crying. Love you all. Gosh, yeah, I get to do the ugly.
Yeah, that's what Monica said. Marcella, do you need time away? Because for Kyle, I had that ugly cry. When I look back, I said, oh my God, but I'm just ugly when I cry.
Yeah. That's not cute. It is not cute. And I don't care. Marcella, my love, how are you in the chat and giving a super chat? Thank you for the super chat. Teacups, I am reading. Please pray for one another. Yes, please pray for all of us. Please. Mrs. Johnson, thank you for the super chat. Speaking the truth about your situation is how you lose the chains of bondage from the enemy.
Yeah.
Amen. Speak your testimony. Miss Redhead, all the way from Australia. She says, mods, you all are doing such a wonderful and very insightful job tonight, every night. Thank you. Love. Absolutely. Hugs and kisses to the mods. You guys are holding it down. We appreciate you so much. Mrs. Johnson again, she says, this is breaking my heart, but only because I can relate so much. Money means nothing if you can't pour into your own flesh and blood for their benefit. Sis, you are inspiration. I don't want to bring up anything negative, but did you notice that she didn't mention her dad being at the hospital? And she didn't mention her dad being there afterwards as a support system?
She said his assistant.
His assistant, yeah. And I don't want to down him because I don't know what he's going through. Parenting is hard, but I am going to acknowledge that I did hear that. And I just don't think they built that child up enough.
I'm going to say this. He's going through a lot because anybody that masks themselves by smoking weed all the time is someone that's not always here. You're trying to cover it with the drug, and it's not recreational. This is like people that know him for real. They say he could smoke anybody under the table.
And it's also cocaine too.
Yeah.
Right. That
allegedly
what's the prostitute name? What's the name that sleeps with everybody?
Selena.
She said he was snorting cocaine off of her and stuff. So he's dealing with all kinds of stuff. Maybe he can't handle this. Then maybe this is too much for him.
Well, he sold himself to the devil. Y'all remember that? Murder was the case.
Did he really?
Y'all remember the video?
He passed to himself.
I never really watched it. I remember the song. I didn't really watch the video like that.
It was
the video is creepy. Now you're gonna.
Well, it's old. If you see it, you're like, oh, this is old. Like it almost reminds you of Thriller.
It wasn't shock value kind of thing, or
probably back in the day it was.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Sharon Newhouse.
Thank you for the VMA one.
Sharon Newhouse, thank you for the super chat. This is a setup by Todd to come with love and awareness. I like how you spent that. I like that, Sharon. Yes. Thank you for making us laugh. Sunshine Weston, thank you again for the super chat. Thanks for this topic. Now help me save my great nephew before it's too late. Oh man. Well, we did. I know the moms did provide numbers for counseling and suicide crisis numbers in the chat. Have him reach out to someone, please. Oh man, everybody's going through something. DP Johnson, thank you again. I'm in Alabama. I was almost on a bridge to end it all when my daughter was young. I didn't feel I was worthy as a single mother. Thanks, y'all. Praise God that he stepped in and saved you, and you are here. You are worthy. You are loved. Ronell, again, you want to roll, Ronell. Thank you for the super chat. It's crazy. Someone mentioned slitting wrists. I used to be a cutter too. I did it not to bleed, but just to feel some type of pain. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm gonna add one more person to the chat before we go. Let me see here. Oh, my big sis. Do you want to come on? Yeah. You got to turn your TVs off and everything off because it's going to echo. It's going to be real bad. Jean Akuno, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to add Sassy76. Hey, Sassy. You're on mute, my love.
Hi, guys. How are you doing tonight?
Good.
I just want to thank everyone, first of all, especially Schoolboy, for sharing. The night started out fun and the topic was light, and then rightfully so when you showed and played the video of Snoop Dogg's daughter, it just took a turn, which I love. I just love and appreciate your show so much for that, because it just gives a good balance of just normalcy. So thank you guys for that. Thank you, Monica and the piano, for that. And for me, this is a little personal, because I suffer with depression and anxiety, and I've had moments of thoughts. I've never had attempts, but it's what led me to get into the field of mental health, because I wanted to help those who have been in my position when I was younger and didn't have the support. So listening to Snoop Dogg's daughter was something that I related to so much, because I grew up in a home where I was the darkest one in my family. And my mother and my half brother and my younger brother they're light skinned. My younger brother is light skinned, hazel eyes, blonde hair, sandy blonde hair. And so for years, I thought I was super, super dark because of my mother's lack of affection towards me. and how she talked about my dad, who resembles James Brown, Afro, and just love music, all of that. That's when I think of my dad, who's deceased, since I was 8 years old. And so when I was listening to her story, it resonated me so much because I didn't hear her full dialogue of what she had been experiencing in the media. I hadn't heard the videos, but listening to tonight, I was told not to cry tonight, so I'm not gonna cry. But it just brought me back to my teenage years, how I felt growing up, not appreciated and not accepted in my own home because I thought I was so dark. And I was dating someone who sent me a message one day saying he made a reference to my skin color as calling me caramel color. And for years, I just thought I was really, really, really dark because of my experience in my home, where I just felt my mother didn't appreciate me because of my father. He was the one that I, related to the most because story for another time, but he's the only one that I related to. And when someone called me caramel skin, and then working with one of my clients later on in years, and they just had said, you're not dark skin, like that dark. But for years, which I love brown skinned women, and I'm not seeing this as a slight to anyone. I'm speaking of my experience and what I felt growing up, how I thought I was dismissed from my mother because I'm brown skinned, and my two brothers and herself are light skinned. And it's a lifelong of pain. It's something that is, even though I've been in therapy and I've worked through it, or thought I've worked through it, it's just something that comes up every time because hanging out with my light-skinned friends, I just felt like, even if I felt like people tell me I may be beautiful or pretty, to this day, and I'm in my 40s, I don't feel that, I don't feel beautiful. I don't feel accepted.
But you are beautiful, though. You really are. You're very beautiful. Dark, light, brown, caramel, all of that is beautiful.
And
all of it is.
And so what resonated me was hearing Snoop Dogg's daughter talk about how she felt, and it's just something that's so true, especially if you have lighter skinned siblings. So that's what I wanted to speak to, is that I resonated with her so much. And although I have never taken my life or attempted, I have had thoughts and creep in, and it's something like somebody that's an addict. You have to work at it every day, and you have to pray to God, because if it wasn't for God or me knowing God, I wouldn't be here today. Because in my darkest moment, I'll never forget the day that I realized that I wasn't alone, because I just prayed hard, and I just said, show me a sign, because I was ready to give up. And
Thank you, Sassy.
So I'm not gonna cry, because I promise.
Don't cry. Yeah, don't cry. That's okay. That's okay.
The moment I prayed one day, I'll never forget the moment, because it's always a moment you will never forget. When you reach out and you realize that you're not by yourself. And I reached out and I just said, show me a sign that I'm not by myself. And I received it, and to this day I'm gonna keep moving forward, because I know that I'm not alone, regardless of things I feel, how people may affect me, or how I affect others. And so for all those that are listening, all the teacups, the piano, I want to thank you guys. And I just think that we just have to continue to support each other no matter what. I think I reached out to Schoolboy today, and I told her that I had watched her video. I didn't say this elaborate moment, but I'll say it now, that I watched her video, and it just a few months ago or so, and it just made me realize that I'm not alone. There's so many people that have gone through so many different experiences. May it not be the same, but we just have to rely on each other. And so I just thank you, Monica,
You're welcome.
Bishop, Marcella, Auntie Marcella, for sharing all of the different experiences, and also just allowing me to be on the on your show tonight, because
thank you. We appreciate you. Yeah.
With everything, and kudos and thank
we love you. Yes, sister. Stay strong. You are beautiful. You are resilient, and you're full of life and full of love. More importantly,
thank you.
Your spirit is everything. Your energy is everything. Mm-hmm.
And you look like me, girl. So you know you got it going on.
Yeah.
Bye, boo. Bye. Nivea, thank you so much for the super chat. This hit home really deep. Love everyone in here. Let's take one more call before we head on out of here, guys. Let's add Uncle Charles to the chat. Hey, Uncle Charles.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Hey, family.
What's
How
up?
you
What's
doing?
up?
How you doing?
In the night, and we don't pour it out our souls on the table and our tears out on the table. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. Your cries will not go unanswered. Do you understand? You got people standing on top of a building and say, I'm gonna jump, But it's only nobody up there but you. But I can guarantee you, once you come down off that building, somebody is down on the ground that will take your hand, pull you in and say, let's pray together. Let's do this. Let me tell you something. I went through the same thing, y'all. I went through the same thing. You know, I was homeless. I was homeless for a while. And you know, it's hard, man, when you sitting out in the parking lot of kangaroos eating a rally burger because you got nowhere to go. But I'm going to tell you something. God brought me out that thing. He brought me out the thing, and I was able to get my family somewhere to stay, put a roof over their head. I've been thanking God ever since. Let me break this down to you. I had to go talk to a counselor about it. Man, after 6 weeks, this counselor started telling me his problem. I want my damn money back. I'm telling you. Man,
you was that good.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I said, damn, I'm helping him. Yeah, I wouldn't. But you know, I understand what people going through. You know, when you got God, you don't need anything else. It's just, you know. And I'm gonna say this real quick because I know it's late. Miss Grimes and Mr. Grimes. Miss Grimes is really light skinned. That's my neighbor. Mr. Grimes is dark skinned. Where she go to the casino every weekend, and the lady would go to casino with her. Well, she stopped going. She told Mr. Grimes that Miss Grimes was cheating on her. It hurt the man. The man, she was up there cheating on her husband up there with a light-skinned man. That killed the man. 3 weeks later, the man died. What? But you know, God sits up high and he looked low. And after that, Miss Grimes started losing her mind every day. I'll pass by her. Her hair be standing on her head like the Empire State Building, and then her shoes and socks will be off. Let me tell you something. After seeing her with her socks off, that's a horror movie in itself. But moving along, every day God punished her for what she did. And I was out there talking to a neighbor. I asked her, was she all right? She said, I'm all right. Why you asking? I said, well, I'm just checking on you. I'm a community. We community. We love one another. We check on one another. She said, well, I'm all right. I'm talking to Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill said, everything all right? He said, I want you to come over and look at some photos when I was a karate expert back in the day. And then birds flew over my head and flew on her porch. I looked around and the birds was chewing on her feet. I said, Miss Grimes, them birds are chewing on your feet. She said, I know, they used to. Now I left out her yard because now I'm shaking like a stripper from Atlanta. I get up to the Mr. Carter house and he out there sweeping the driveway off. I said, Mr. Carter, how you doing? He said, how you doing, Charles? I said, look, man, you don't even know. I said, well, what you doing? He said, I'm sweeping up these dead birds. I said, dead birds? I said, well, how they die? He said, I don't know. But I knew it was up there eating on Miss Grimes' feet. And now they up here, sunny side, belly up dead. Let me explain something to you. I went on to the store. But man, when I come back, it was more birds coming. They're like the ones that was eating on her feet, telling the rest of them, come on, we got some more. Yeah. This is what God do to people that hurt people.
Yeah.
See, he ran her crazy. See,
without feet.
Yeah, they chewing on your feet like Buffalo Wild Wings now. So you deal with it. You deal with it. And that's all I want to say this, boy. Don't cry. Marcella, don't cry. Martha, don't cry. Bishop, don't cry. I love you.
Oh, thank you, Uncle Charles.
And y'all don't change my life in a major way. I talk to my family every day. And you know, I tell my son, he's 15 years old. Son, I love you, son. And he don't want to hug me. I grab him.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
You better come on, get this hug.
I love you, Uncle Charles.
You'll be gone one day and you'll have your own family. So I want to tell y'all are spreading love and spiritual love throughout the world. Somebody tonight, you're saving their life. Tonight.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm telling you? So what you do is not in vain. And I want to tell you, I love you. And
We
I
love you. We love you so much. So much.
Y'all be blessed and pray. Get on your knees and pray and say, Lord, take care of anybody that's sick and shut in, that's want to commit suicide. Tell them put that gun down and knife down.
Yes.
And read it and go to bed in peace. Yes. And when you go to bed in peace, you wake up in peace. And that's all I got. I love y'all.
I love you
Love
too.
you too.
Have a good night, Uncle Charles.
Much
Bye.
respect.
Love you. Oh
Yeah.
man, he brings so much balance to every discussion. I'm going to go ahead and continue to take all the calls because people need to hear from us and we have a lot to say. Kiana, thank you for another super chat. Thank you so much. You all touched my heart tonight. My 10-year-old told me he wanted to kill himself a few days because he felt no one liked him because he wants to be a girl. I broke down. I truly needed this transparency. Thank you. Oh, man. Oh, people are going through so much. Thank God that you were able to step in and you're going to have his back and love on him and take care of him and get him through this transition. Stand by his side. Don't give up on your babies. Don't.
Yes.
Don't.
Just loved him.
Yes. Sometimes you got to open that door and tell the devil, get out of here. Get out.
Sunshine Weston, thank you again because I love you all. Also, I don't always agree, though. That's okay. As long as the love is there, I mean, we can disagree. We can agree to disagree. Yes. I'm going to go ahead and take TLW. Hey, sweetheart, how are you?
Hello.
Good evening, all. How are you?
Good evening.
Doing good. Good evening. How you doing?
I'm good. Fun fact. Porsha, Snoop Dogg's daughter Corey, and me, we all have the same birthday.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
What day is that?
What a coincidence.
June 22nd.
Oh,
okay.
Team Cancer.
Okay, y'all Cancer, but we in Gemini season.
25th.
Okay. I'll start off light. This whole Porsha thing, it's starting to feel like we're being played. I don't know if anybody else is getting that situation. I feel like I'm being played. So that's that. Joe Budden, Budden, whatever. It's like that old saying, you know, when you don't have any money, you'll be an even bigger jerk when you do get money. Exactly. Now on to this. Her name is Corey, right? I said Corey.
Yeah.
I was 11 years old when I had my first suicide attempt. You know, it's 11, you know, because it's like you're trying to figure things out, and her being the Cancer, 20 on the 22nd being the Cancer, and she's in her 20s, she's still at that moment where she's, you know, really trying to figure it out. And what's sad to me is I didn't even know Snoop had a daughter.
I did.
I didn't even know he had a daughter. I just, you know, I saw him. I just remember that one son there was one son I remember I saw him smoking weed with or something. And then I don't know if that's the same son that was playing football. And it was like to me, I see everything written all over her face, her spirit, everything. She's one of those children that just was there. And what I mean by that is they were pouring, clearly Snoop was pouring into his sons, and he's running off trying to be Snoop. The mother's running behind him, trying to, get his attention and be everything, trying to be everything that she thinks she can be or should be, to be loved, to be whatever by him. And the kids are just there, and it's like they poured more into their boys than they did the daughter, because when she was retelling her story about how when she was 6 she was diagnosed with lupus and things started happening, her skin is peeling and she's going through this and going through that, it's like nobody took the time to, I don't want to say love on her, but they didn't give her the same attention that they gave the sons, and that they didn't really pour into her. Because Miss Bernice, in backstage, she was saying, she, and I agree with her, why is she running to social media with this? And I'm not gonna downplay the message that she was trying to say, because that was a powerful message. But to me, it reeked of looking for validation. Not outright, but low key, I'm like, I don't want to say it in a negative way, but it was like, love me, it's at that core, that's why I love various comedians, and I love Oprah and her teaching, and I love Iyanla and her teaching, and I even like Howard Stern and his teaching, because those people help me to be more of myself and at the core of their message. And Oprah always said, throughout all of the interviews that she's done, the rich people, the famous people, the poor people, the regular people, there was always a core at everybody, running through the whole thing is, do you see me? Do I matter? Does what I say, mean anything to you? And because we're, whether we realize it or not, we're all looking for some form of validation. And clearly this girl is still looking for validation. And like Miss Leslie said,
we're gonna cut it down to 3 minutes, my love. Okay, because I keep on the backstage. It's okay.
I'm on the East. I'm sorry, but
yeah, it's like past midnight now, and
yeah, what I want to tell people is, you really gotta pour into your children, because once they leave the house and go into the world, they really have to fend for themselves. And a lot of kids are out there really trying to figure it out for themselves. I'm lucky. I'm lucky that, because I've had a few attempts of suicide, but I'm lucky because suicidal thoughts never go away. They never go away. They sit in the back of your head. And they just sit there and look at you. And then when stressful situations, keep popping up like they always do, they come to the forefront a little bit. But, I'm at the age now where it's like, all right, I got to clean up too much stuff, if I'm going to kill myself, because I don't want nobody seeing how dirty this apartment is. I got to clean up and straighten up the place, because I don't want nobody, seeing stuff. And so, that kind of takes me out of it, because it makes me laugh. But I love you all. I love you all. And thank you for what you're doing, because it's like, this gives people a vacation, whether you realize it or not. This gives people a vacation, because it gives them that moment to just step away from their current set of circumstances. It distracts them. It puts a smile on their face, and if they can keep getting from moment to moment to moment like that, you get through.
Unbelievable.
But
thank you so much, my love. We love you. We appreciate you. The backstage is completely full, and I want to hear from other people as well too. I want to give everybody a chance.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay? That's okay.
All right.
Love you too.
Love you.
Okay. All right. All right, y'all. We're gonna keep the commentary down to 3 minutes because I know the panel is getting tired now. It's 11:38 here. It's 12:39
here.
Yeah, we're just gonna take one more caller now because now it's just too much time. All right. I want to hear from you because I know you had a lot to say. How do I pronounce your name, my love? And I don't want to screw it up. You got to take yourself off of mute.
Oh, Tiana, you said it right. Perfect.
Oh, finally!
The
I
first
want to hear from you.
The first time you didn't, but I was like, the second time she got it right. Yeah.
All right. Finally. Somebody name right. How are you, my love?
I'm good. I feel so much better after listening to you all, because a few days ago when my baby told me he wanted to kill himself, like that broke me all the way down. Like he told me when he was about 6 that he wanted to be a girl, and from the gate I'm like, okay girl, what's your name? You know, I accepted it because I seen how my sister didn't accept my niece when she came out that she was a lesbian. She fought her so much, so I didn't want that for my son. But it's like, when I say I fight for my kids, I fight, like fist fight verbally. Don't play with mine.
Right.
I had to literally, I left New York because I was from a little city called Newburgh, upstate New York, and they were so vicious to my baby. Like one day he wanted to wear a wig to school. Everybody at the school, I talked to the officials, everyone called him Sierra. They knew everything that was going on.
Right.
So one day he wore a wig to school, and this girl that lived next door to me took a picture and put it on social media, like trying to make a mockery out of my baby. Like I had to fight her and another girl. And it's like, it was like his grandfather wouldn't talk to him anymore. And I just wanted to take my baby to a whole nother place where nobody knew anything and they will accept him just for him, period. Never mind who I am, what I've been through, who his father is, and nothing. I moved all the way to Texas. Wow. And when I say people have been so loving and kind to my baby here, like at first I didn't know what to do. I was like, okay, you're just gonna have to go back to Jair now because I don't know, you know, what's gonna go on. And we in Texas, mama can't go to prison in Texas. So we would have to, you know, let's take it a few light steps here, because before I just jump right into it. Whatever you want to do, I'm with it. I realized, you know,
I know that's right.
I had to, you know, take it back a little and wait, but he understands more now. He said he's okay with just being Jair right now till he gets a little older, because he doesn't like the ridicule that he gets. But listening to you tonight, it just made me feel so warm. Like, especially you, schoolboy. Everybody, there's love for you everywhere. Okay.
Yeah.
Everywhere, including here. Listen, I love you, especially.
Tell your son it's okay. Just keep loving him. Don't reject him. Just keep loving him. And if he really feels like he's a girl, just accept him. Don't treat him no different, because it's a tough walk to be black. It's tough walk for me to be a woman, and the third strike is my sexuality. He's gonna have a rough life. Well, I'm sorry. Let me lose it right around. She's gonna have a rough life.
Yes.
So as long as you keep protecting her and keep doing the right thing and keep loving her, keep loving her.
You are amazing. I mean, he's so blessed to have you as a mother. I love the way you protect him and you accept him. Just talk to him every day. Let him know he's loved.
I do. And like when he said it, he was like, I was like, you don't think nobody loves you? And I started crying. He was like, no, not you, mommy. I know you love me. It's everybody else. And I just want to fight him all the time. I'm like, no, baby, you can't fight. It's hard. This is so hard, but I realized, God, everything in life happens for a reason. And with my niece, like my sister, like I had to literally stop them from fighting. Like that taught me that everything is gonna be rough in situations like that. When you're coming out as being gay or transgender or whatever, it's gonna be hard, but you gotta support your child. And I feel like my niece came to me, God sent her to me to prepare myself for my daughter coming out. Because you know, growing up in the Black community, men are supposed to be men, no gay taboo. Like my uncles try to hit me with that. Like, I'll go to war with you too, Unc. That's my daughter and that's your niece. Accept her or get out my face. Like, I'm not with it. But I thank you all so much. I love your panel. This is the only panel that get my coins.
How old is your child?
10.
He's 10.
Okay.
She's 10. She's 10.
Be 11 in August.
Well, yeah, because I have a little cousin who's going through that as well, and he had a traumatic experience with his mother passing away.
Oh.
So yeah. And my family don't know what to do. They asked me. I said, just love him, leave him alone, just love him. Just treat him like a human being and just love him. That's all you can do.
Kiana, I want to thank you so much for calling in. We appreciate you, and just keep us updated on your daughter. Okay. All right.
Hit these likes.
Bye, my love. We love you.
Hit these likes, guys.
Virgin Islands finest. I know that's right. Shout out to the Virgin Islands. St.
Ooh,
Croix,
she is
St.
finest.
Thomas.
That's going to say, damn.
St. Kitts, even the British Virgin Islands, St. John's, all those. I love y'all out there. Thank you for the encouragement. Love you all. Schoolboy, stay positive. Bishop, thank you for that prayer. We needed that prayer. Hey, Auntie Marcella. Hey, that's so sweet. Yeah. Thank you, Virgin Island finest. We love you. All right, can we just take one more call? Because so many people had so much to say. I know you guys are tired. Let me see here.
What you cook, Monica? I'm coming over.
No, I don't cook on Friday. I'm like you. I don't cook on Fridays now.
You don't cook on Friday?
Not on Friday, no.
I was thinking about some crawfish, and I was thinking about you earlier. I was like, I want some crawfish. I was
like, I got some in the fridge left over too.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah. We keep some. Remain teachable. Thank you so much for the super chat. Just back from the ice bar. Caught y'all. Miss y'all so much. Oh, what's the ice bar?
It's an all ice bar, Mom. You go in and it's just
the actual ice bar. Okay. Yes, is it in Vegas? Where is it at? Vegas?
It's a lot of places.
It's in Vegas. One in Vegas, Monica, and you wear it's so cold in there, and you drink. Oh, girl, you get fucked up in there.
Oh Lord, do I now? Say that again, Marcella. Say one more time.
Fucked up.
Oh Lord.
I felt that New York accent
because you be so cold, you just be drinking a lot. You just keep drinking. And I was like, whoa, wait. I came out doing like this, and my husband was like, why are you doing that? And I said, I thought I had my mink coat on. I'm like, I didn't know bitch.
You cook on Friday, no. Hey, Norris. I know you've been waiting a long time. How are you?
Hi, Fab Four.
Hi.
I just want to say, be quick on the shade, and I'm going to give y'all compliments. But Porsha and Shamia are as trifling as their looks. Joe Budden, you are tired through delayed rapper who looks like a sewer rat on crack. You need to go to rehab. You need help. If it wasn't for Rory and Mal, your show wouldn't have went nowhere. So you should be ashamed of yourself for how you treated them. You don't have respect for yourself. You don't know how to treat women. And like I said, you need a therapist. You going through a midlife crisis. You need to shave. You need to groom up. You really need help. And you don't need to be trying to do no more podcasts or be on TV until you get the help that you need. So I'm done with that scumbag. Yeah. But Monica, I think that you are a beautiful person inside and out. You're a true beauty.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you for bringing this topic up because it needed to be discussed. And so, Schoolboy, I want to say that I wish you all the love, happiness, and success in the world because you deserve it. So thank you for sharing your story. Bishop, you are the man of wisdom tonight. and probably every night too, especially with your prayers. And Marcella, you look like the good as the United States flag. You know, that's a pretty dress.
It is pretty.
And, I want to give you my condolences, you know, and I hope that you do well in whatever you do. And Corey Snoop Dogg's daughter, I wish her well. I hope that she gets the help that she needs, and I wish her all the like Schoolboy. I wish her all the love, happiness, and success in the world too. You know, shame on her parents for not being what they needed to be to her. They need to be there for her now more than ever though, because it's never too late. She's still 21. So try to start making up for lost time, because you did wrong by that girl. You failed her. So, and happy birthday, Plas.
It's not her birthday. It's her mama's birthday.
Well, happy birthday to her mom. And I want to keep, you know, I want to pray for Queen and Leslie, because they and the other callers who shared, you know, their stories tonight. And I want to say thank you for taking my call, and, you know, have a good weekend.
You too. Have a wonderful weekend. We love you.
I love you all too. Thank you.
Bye. We're going to call it a night now. Teresa Moten, thank you so much for the very, very generous super chat. I love you all. Keep up the good work, Monica. Bishop, you keep it up. Schoolboy, I love you. Marcella, I love you. And we love you. Thank you. Shirley, thank you for the super chat. She said, oh, Lord. Remain teachable. Just back from the ice broadcast. Did that one. Schoolboy, where can they find you?
You can find me on my YouTube at Schoolboy. You can find me on Twitter at School_boy. And you can find me on Instagram at School_boy_2021.
All right, Marcella, where can they find you?
You can find me on all the Real Housewives discussion on Facebook. And you can call me, Lord Jesus. You can find me on Speak with Your Girl, Marcella. And I'm always trolling Bishop and Schoolboy all day long.
Bishop, where can they find you?
You can find me here on YouTube Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. At The Bishop with 2 E's, and you can also find me on Twitter and Instagram, and you can reach out to me on them social media platforms at Bishop Redpill.
All right, Teacup fam, please like and share this video and subscribe to All About the Tea. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in tonight. We love you. Thank you. I know tonight was a heavy topic. Mods, as always, hugs and kisses to you for holding down the chat. You guys are amazing. I love you. Everyone that sent in a super chat or a cash app, I want to thank you so very much. We appreciate it here on this platform. For helping us keep the lights on and keeping this show going every single night. We couldn't do it without you. I want y'all to stay safe out there, be blessed, and anyone that's in need, that's in crisis, going through something mentally, there are resources out there that can help you. Hang on. It's not over. It's not over till the Lord says it's over. It's not. And it's not even up to you to make that choice. It's not. So don't do it. There's so many people that love you, that need you. And think about all the people that you would impact with your decision. Because it's a selfish decision. It really, really is. Okay, we love y'all. Have a good weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday night. Same time, same place. Panel, have a good weekend, okay? If y'all need anything, y'all know how to reach me.
Sure.
As well as the teacups. If you need something, text me. Y'all know, here's my number, 504-499-0461. Just text me. I will respond back to you. Bye, everyone. Bye.